tastes bad for you and has lemon in it.
I
It's
feel
probably
like
good.
terrible. You're
For
starting it already? Of course you would without telling us. God, I don't feel any better. Hello, Internet. That hurts so much. And welcome to the 6th episode of NGC Squared.
That's the name now?
Whatever. The NGIT Game Club chat. I don't feel like fighting. As you can hear, I'm sick. So let's just get this over with so I can try to go to sleep.
Fair enough.
Quick shout out before we do the announcements. Lipton green tea, go suck a dick. Cert.
Citrus green tea.
Citrus green tea with high fructose.
Fructus.
It's not good for you. Anyway, the sick black guy to the middle, or whatever this shindig is, the way you see it, is Ayodeji Vatsuasagba, the reviewer for the NGIT Vector newsletter. To my this side is, hey.
Adam Rathbone, treasurer for the game club.
If you see him around, please make sure he has his sombrero with him.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah,
wear the sombrero. You talk shit about it. I don't wear the sombrero.
it's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It was literally mandated.
Your family is interesting. Kevin, introduce yourself.
My family.
Kevin Shoemaker, president of the Game Club.
This is where I would woo.
He does not have a. He does not have a
I'll
sombrero.
woo for you.
That was not a woo. That was a
I
bellow.
don't want to break the mic.
Daniel, typing away and ignoring all of us, is
Daniel.
Well, yeah, basically, just a promoter for the show and the game club in general.
why is it whenever he talks he's so sad?
Because
And here it is, Daniel, basically.
I am.
Like,
I am the promoter,
I am the promoter, and
and
unfortunately
I
I'm
just like to do
alive.
this right
You
now.
like that giant robot in Hitchhiker's Guide?
I sure do. I love Marvin the Robot. He happens to be my favorite character.
I would stop you, but what's the point?
42.
There you go.
Anyway, before Daniel shoots us with the disappointment gun, let's get to this news. This week's news, these topics, this news week.
Newsweek.
That show I hear is funny. Newsweek?
Newsweek?
You don't watch it?
It's a magazine, isn't it?
No, it's a show
It's a show, huh?
with and it's Sorkin's. It's weird. First up, next gen launch. The next gen
Has begun.
begins.
Has begun. People already got
That's in the news. It begins in about 6 days.
Yeah.
If you're on the PS4 bandwagon, and I can't do math well, 13 or so days for the Xbox. Unless you're a PC, in which case, F you, you've had next gen for like
ever.
a few months. So yeah, the PS4 launches November 15th or 14th midnight, which is the 15th anyway. I don't get that.
15th.
I know all the GameStops now are starting to say that we'll do midnights, including the malls. They're advising to come in at around 8 o'clock to finish paying off, and then to come back a little before midnight, just run in, run out. I personally have reserved my PS4 at a GameStop. I have no idea where. I'll be going back if I can find out. Pay it off a little bit earlier. This week I'll be going around buying some controllers, a couple games or two, which I'm still torn out about. I don't want to jump into that too much because we do have that coming up later on, but the Target deal about buy two, get one. I don't know if I'm going to buy the games at the GameStop I reserved with because they come with shitty goods, or just get 3 games, 2 of which I won't care for at Target. Anyway, I'm souped for the next gen. Anybody here interested? Gonna be getting a launch system? Gonna try to? Interested in anything?
Yeah, I might probably make the effort to get one if I can find.
Did
any of
anyone
them.
in this room even reserve one?
No.
There we go. So yes, continue.
Well, yeah. So I probably might get one after the launch day, possibly along with 2 games, which is all 3, which is either Killzone, Knack, and Assassin's Creed 4.
You're one of those knack people. Figures.
Well, come on.
I want to love it,
Come on,
and
that
I'm
thing
like,
is-
this
that-
is stupid.
That little thing is screaming deviant art right there.
Yeah, so just draw triangles until they form the shape of a man, and I don't get it.
Well, that is how Polygon graphics
So there was a
work in the
joke.
first
Somebody
place.
was like, "Knack is a good game," and then the guy's like, "No, it's not. It looks like crap." And the other guy was like, "You clearly haven't played the Particles yet." I was laughing a bit, but yes, Particles the game. Adam, are you interested? Do you care? For what it looks like, you don't care, but will you be getting a next gen this year? Will you be getting one that week?
Or we
Xbox,
just-
PS4?
Or we just get a Wii U.
Definitely not at the launch. I don't have a
Wii U Master Race.
I do not have one, alas, but Definitely not at the launch. Maybe next year. I don't know. I'm not particularly incentivized to go dropping money on it just now.
Right. Kevin, you?
Probably when I get the money, I would go for PS4.
If you had the money now, would you?
Now?
Yeah.
No.
No, you wouldn't.
I would wait for games to come out.
See, that's the thing. Everybody's right in waiting. The only reason why I don't want to wait is, one, I like Sony shit, and I don't really buy much else, so I kind of say, hey, I can scrutinize and get games early. But the biggest thing is, when this happened with the Wii, as I said before,
The original Wii?
the original Wii, the
Okay.
one that was at least had a chance at being decent.
Yes.
You couldn't buy one after the first day, especially if you didn't reserve it.
Yes.
And they went for stupid amounts on eBay.
Yeah.
So assuming that I buy this PlayStation, and it's just because it comes out, I brought this point up again a couple weeks ago, but it comes out so close to Christmas, you're just not going to get one. If you're on the fence now, there's no way in hell in a month, come the biggest shopping, a week from now, then is Black Friday.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, whatever. You're going to try and find the newest system
I'm gonna try to get a DS.
Black Friday.
3DS.
Getting a 3DS would be
I'm
hard,
gonna
let
get a
alone.
3DS. I'm gonna try to get a 3DS.
You want to get one of those stupid Lego bricks?
Yeah. I like Legos.
This guy's giving up a PS4 to buy a Lego
Mega Blocks.
Mega Block.
Mega
Oh,
Bloks.
you were one of those kids?
You're one of those guys?
Oh, it came with like fist-sized blocks. I just like putting them together and taking them off because they felt so nice.
No.
It was just remember the
No,
two big
not-
Mega Blocks, or the two?
Yeah, but Mega Blocks also made Lego.
No, they only had the
models.
stupid big. I'm sorry, I only have enough money for this 3 set. Make a ladder pieces that were. So the PS4, I'm buying it, one, because I won't be able to get it again, and two, because if I don't want it, I will make like triple the value back on eBay easily. So I'm gonna probably hold on to it to wait and see, because the only games I wanted were Killzone, and I'm not a fan of first-person shooters per se. FIFA only because sports, they're
Soccer
usually
balls.
one of the games that you get on, launch window. Xbox 360 was Fight Night. PS2, don't think I got a sports game for that. About
PS2,
Devil
I
May
thought it was
Cry.
Madden, maybe.
Yeah, probably Madden.
Yeah.
That and Assassin's Creed 4, personally, but 2 of those games come out on the current gen anyway.
Yeah.
Both of which I already have, so I'm not really. Yeah, whatever. So it's really just buying it just to have it.
I'm just buying it because I still do not have a console. I officially own yet.
Yeah, no, you
Because my last-
keep bumming off me for.
Yeah, because my last PS3 broke again for
Yeah.
some reason that I don't understand. Sounds like, why not just get a new one just for the heck of it?
Maybe it has
And-
something to do with playing Devil May Cry every day of your life.
Yep.
Yeah, that too.
You
but
need to stop it. I'm about to.
I know, I should
So now
stop.
every day I'm just gonna play Ratchet and Clank
Okay,
and
it's
then
fine.
Take the damn disc away from you. Inside jokes.
Fine, you could do it if you want to.
No, I'm not.
I should
It's a
also
very-
probably finish
It's
Rain
a very
2 also.
transparent inside joke.
Leave
though.
no trance behind.
But yeah,
The inside joke is that he plays Devil May Cry too much. It's
That's
like,
Wait.
not a joke. It's a severe
it's
problem.
not really. Yeah.
it
we're
is.
having an intervention right
It's
now.
like, I wonder what that means. It's like,
Internet,
sorry,
please
I'm-
help Daniel.
That-
Contact DeviantArt. Tell him
I
stop.
love the content Devil May Cry. I just can't let that go.
I'm sorry.
There's a severe complex of just trying to verse Virgil for some reason.
Yeah, and
Devil May Bruce.
Devil May
yeah,
Bruce.
Bruce.
That's
The-
inside.
the Bruce.
So next up, now that the consoles are, well, a lot more of their features are being leaked, we know more about the install thing, and it turns out that pretty much all the games are installing on your hard drives. But where the Xbox One had the leg up of you install it and you don't need the disc anymore, that was retroconned after E3. Now, no matter what, both consoles, both with 500 gigabytes of storage. The PlayStation 3's being internal, that you could swap out, the Xbox's not being swap outable, but you can use an external.
External.
However, that will not be at day one. The sizes seem rather daunting. Granted, this is a launch window, so you have them all over the place. If you guys went to Kotaku over the weekend, you noticed that somebody had gotten their shipment way early and been posting a lot of things up. We'll talk about more of that in the upcoming segments. But they listed the sizes for the games, and It was like
Yes.
ranging from 40 gigabytes to 13 to like 9, and I think
Now, I'm not a
Yeah.
very good mathematician. That's a lot.
that's
It is.
what made it funny was like one of the higher ones, like the 30s or the 40s, was NBA 2K14, and the 13 gigabyte was Dead Rising 3. So that scared me. Is that optimization or just? Bleh?
I
Who
don't
knows?
know, man.
Some guy was
I
like,
don't know.
okay, well, every character is different, so you have to have data for each of them. I'm like, okay, was that a
Awesome.
gig per person?
Yeah.
But then,
People are complicated creatures.
zombies, there's only like 3 zombies.
Yeah.
So then,
Yeah,
is
the
that a
dog-
good thing?
The dog takes up half the gig.
Call of Duty dogs,
That
50
would be-
gigabytes, 45 are the dog's teeth.
Yeah.
The rest is the entire game.
Even on
And the
PC.
box.
Oh my god, I have to rip on. Oh, I do not like that Call of Duty. That dog is way too overpowered. He'll kill you from across the map with one hit, but the dog has armor. He'll take your shots.
Oh no, I was having fun with that last night.
No, I wasn't.
We were naming
I
the
really
dogs.
wasn't.
I was like, this one's Mr. Tibbles.
It really wasn't.
Freaking
And the
dogs
dog
with
would just
freaking
stare at
laser
you.
beams.
I
in
do
my
find it really funny that you'll be running around and you'll hear a dog yelp, and then you'll hear somebody in the intercom like, "Attack dog disabled."
KIA.
Wait.
Yeah, like, but you kill, you're like, "Arr!"
The worst is the kill cams because you see the dog.
The dog will win the game for you,
The dog
like-
goes raw, right in the nuts, and you're just like,
Well,
And
one
that's
hit kill, man.
multiplayer.
that's multiplayer.
And I do like how they stole Battlefields now. When you knife, it takes a little bit longer.
Yeah, I was noticing
That was
that.
pretty interesting.
What else?
You
They
can
got
still kill them
animation.
by hitting them in the shin,
But
but
I've seen
Well, I was
like
gonna say, do they have they still have attack knife in there where you can just kind of poke?
they
them in
have
the
a
arm
new
and-
perk where you become a juggernaut, but instead of
Oh, I
getting
tried it, yeah.
a lightweight
Maniac.
gun, you just get armor and a knife,
Yeah, it's a
and you
maniac.
run around doing
You
that.
look-
So
like-
only use me blades.
You
most
have
of the time.
armor and you're fast,
No,
and you just
no.
have a knife.
You know, armor is an understatement because I tried this. Four people shooting you at the same time. I run right at them. Stab, stab, stab.
I don't like how they reward you so much for being
Authentic,
better.
authentic military.
That one
tactics.
perk that you get stronger for killing people is the dumbest shit I've
Yeah,
ever
I
seen.
noticed
in
that
my
was
life.
the part of the elite, and that was like all skill points, basically like 6.
I don't know. It was dumb.
I was just looking at.
Every
but,
time I kill you, my bullets do more.
But I've-
What?
Well,
You just
yeah.
shoot, you squeeze the trigger harder.
Because that's not all your perks. That means you. And then after that, fucking helicoptering dogs, and you got one guy who's God on the map who's
Yeah.
shooting everybody
Yeah.
for more damage every time you die.
Well, there's some game types where they fix that, like search and rescue.
no one's playing that
Very
shit on
team-based.
Call of Duty. You're playing.
Everyone. Was
No, you're playing
I was
team
playing that.
deathmatch,
Yeah.
deathmatch, and the
Crank.
tag stuff. They're doing nothing else.
I used to play. Search
They
and
had
Destroy.
Money Game in the other one,
That's my favorite
Gun
part,
Game,
like,
but
Gun
now they
Game.
took that out,
I
and
know,
now it's
that
just
was only my favorite part.
kill people, and kill people, collect tags. That isn't even news. I just had to get that out there. Sorry, buddy.
It's alright.
News.
So
Call of
anyway,
Duty,
going
fill
back
those
to that,
times.
what do you guys think about your new games? Not every game you buy is going to be on your hard drive. You specifically didn't download the game because one, you get the discs, or I assume
Oh,
you
yeah.
bought the game because one, you got the disc, you like the art. Two, you didn't want to install it and waste space in your hard drive. So now, no matter what, you're either it's either just getting a box or not. You're still wasting the space. What are your takes on that?
It's kind of messed up.
Well,
From a business
Why
point of view, it sounds successful.
It's interesting
From a
because
consumer
it's-
point of view, you're miserable.
PlayStation said that they would do that so that it would be able to run 1080p games. Since the data would be there, they could, they could
do
focus
more stuff.
Yeah, more stuff.
Yeah.
But why is Microsoft doing it? Maybe because of that whole cloud thing that I'm not understanding too
servers?
well.
yeah, the cloud service.
I don't get
I
what
mean,
this
I think
cloud
that
does.
was the point of the whole DRM in the first place. Like, you could buy the disc and then you can install on your Xbox and it'll be yours for good. It just you have to check out every 24 hours or something like that to make sure that you're legit and you own this game in the first place. And
But now they're not. But
Now-
you still
now-
need to install it. That's
and now
what
you
I
still
don't
need
get.
to install it. I think reverse the whole to kind of really mess up their original plan in the first place. So I don't know. Well, I don't know. For all we know, you're probably just going to use that as the basis, and then later on the cloud will come in and just give it the extra power to run the games. Who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't think that's going to be a thing. I think everyone's breeding into this cloud too much, but I don't know much about cloud computing. I work with programs, not servers. So,
Yeah, do I? I mean,
see, you care?
yeah, do
I don't know
I?
anything
I'm
about it.
still
As
yet
far
to-
as how they're implementing it,
yeah, let's not forget. We're still yet to see how Sony will work with Gaikai for the back.
That's probably not coming for a year. To be honest,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you had. I doubt that anybody, like me personally, I'm not trading in my PS3, and I have a backwards
Oh, no,
compatible. I'm lucky, so I don't care for the Gaikai. I still have my other stuff, but yeah, I don't see it being a big point aside from just like a sticker, this PlayStation 4 will allow you to play everything regardless of whether or not you have the discs or not because it could stream it. But I don't think you're buying a PlayStation 4 to buy a PlayStation 1 game.
Well,
you can play them on your phone now, so why do you need it on the and you can plug your phone into the TV. So
I mean, it was just like how it was with the PS3 when you had back.
Yeah, my point is it was for the PS3. Like, do you need to buy a Wii U to play N64 games at this point? Besides the 3 that you always need to buy because you're just weird.
Well, remember it has to be how the cartridge slot, so you have to download it from the store, and that's how every N64.
My point being that they stopped that 20 years ago for that purpose. Do you really feel the need to fuck Halo 4? We really need to play. Well, yes, you do need to play GoldenEye. But you don't need to play like Castlevania 64. So I don't think that for the majority of it, like it.
No, you don't. But it's just an extra feature for.
So you'd have the N64. So I don't think that you'd keep the N64 for the games. Because buying it on a Wii, you're not gonna play GoldenEye on a Wii. It's not the N64 controller, which you can't even plug in anyway.
You can't do that.
So you have that system. More to the point, if you really loved PlayStation 1 that much, you'd still have one.
You will still have one.
It's like $30. Fuck, it's free with cereal now, so go ahead and get it.
Oh, really?
Anyway.
Oh, my God.
Next up, Kevin, what are your takes on this? The Xbox One, as that story that I brought up before, I might as well go into detail now. Some lucky guy on Kotaku got an Xbox One early and has been doing a phenomenal job as to explaining what the hell is in the box with an unboxing video, what the games look like, what the codes in the games look like, the install sizes of the games, how the interface looks, how long it takes to boot on, all of this stuff that you care or do not care to know.
Was he able to update it?
Yeah, he got the day one update despite the fact that the system doesn't come out for 2 weeks. So he was able to go on Xbox Live, and I didn't even know that was a cool thing. They have a feature that allows you to see how many people are on live and how many people are playing a specific game or using a service. So he was like, hey, right now there's 100 people on, there's 40 people playing Killer Instinct, there's 20 people doing this. I was like, that's badass. That I like, hands down. That's for no reason, but that's pretty cool. And then they banned his system.
Yeah.
He went on Xbox Live on his 360, so he's not banned from Live, but his Xbox One.
They banned him until the thing's actually released.
I don't know if but the guy then said, like, one of the Xbox Live service guys or whatever, they hit him up on Twitter.
Major Nelson.
No, it wasn't Major Nelson. It was somebody else. At least I don't think it was Major Nelson. Said that, hit me up in a private message and I'll try to get yours unbanned. Makes no mistake, your system will not be perma-banned, but talk to me to clarify it out. And that was the last message we got from either Kotaku or the guy himself.
Makes sense.
Kevin, what do you think about getting stuff early? Because the reason he got it was he bought it just like everyone else did. They reserved it from in his case Target, and they sent it to him way early. And he got it. And now I understand not putting YouTube videos up.
Makes sense.
It makes sense.
They banned him for a perfectly legal, like, he bought the
legal
shit.
transaction.
He didn't even show any games. He just showed this is what.
Did he show a receipt?
He did.
He showed the box it came in. Like, it was
showed
legit.
the box, the receipt,
the literal cardboard box.
Everything.
Well, he might have. They probably just banned him probably because he was telling Kotaku if everything was in it.
No,
they felt the need that they had to stop him for a bit. But other than that, they shouldn't really have
it was perfect press. I don't understand. Like, it was not, and it was so good when he got banned. He said, "Don't let my ban stop you from this console. It's awesome." Like, he was Jesus.
Yeah,
he was literally Jesus, and you banned Jesus' console. This is why we can't have nice things, Kevin.
I know.
But so, do you think they were in the right for this? Do you think they were wrong? Do you think they were just doing?
Technically, Target was the only one in the wrong for it.
Target said that he's not even the only one that this happened to. He's one of a few, but a very small few.
Well,
maybe so. They said like 100 people are playing Killer Instinct online. That's more than just a few.
I mean, if you know, as you said, if there was 20 people playing Killer Instinct online, and he's the only one that.
I'm like, the people who made the damn console, they have it, but they're not the only ones who did. Like, a few hours ago, Daniel sent me a pic of somebody who got a PS4. So the systems the GameStops have them. They need to have them by now to sell them. So the systems are out, and of course, somebody, one or two, will be getting them. All the same, you can't ban somebody. Like, if your system was modded or something, fine.
That's fine.
He bought it.
Yeah.
And let's ban him because it's too early.
It's too.
So he has a $500 brick in his room for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Speaking about that, you hear the thing that Activision's doing with their. Is it Activision that made the last Call of Duty or is it Infinity Ward?
Infinity.
No.
It's
Actually, it was.
All right.
Did they even do that anymore? Treyarch.
Yeah.
All right.
Treyarch made
You know
Box
what
too.
they're doing for the Ghost for Xbox One, right?
Well,
What?
They're releasing it a week before Xbox One's released, so you can get the Xbox One copy of Call of Duty Ghosts a week before Xbox One comes out.
no, that I'm not too mad
Well, no,
because
that's
they do that with everything, kind of.
Yeah.
Like you could have bought Killzone 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's exactly what
This system
happened.
won't come out till next
I
year.
know, I'm just saying, but you, like basically that's like what happened with Twilight Princess for me. I never had a Wii, and I was staring at Twilight Princess for like 2 months, and then I got a Wii. I was finally able to play Twilight Princess.
Why did you buy it 2 months before?
No, I got it as a gift because they thought I had a Wii.
Oh.
Because they're like, oh, Kevin has video games. He has them all.
It's
like,
probably
no.
I don't know. Maybe it's
Classic.
the game might sell out for the next gen crowd, so you want to get
Yeah.
it early to give
Yeah.
people a few times.
Yeah, but
something
like of
that.
all the games, Call of Duty Ghosts.
I agree with you,
I
but
agree,
you know,
yeah.
again, now that everything's delayed till next year, you don't have much of a choice.
Yeah.
It's either
No.
Call of Duty for you or Battlefield.
That-
Titanfall isn't this year,
Yeah.
and well, yeah, you don't have Killzone, so it would be one of those two. Granted, it's generic war shooter A or generic war shooter B with buildings.
Look at that.
Until the buildings disappear and then it's dust.
It's
then
just
it's
dust
and
with
then-
invisible
and then-
elevators.
And then it will respawn, and then you'll glitch out for some reason.
I love Battlefield.
Yeah, it's so fun.
So bad.
Call of Duty has elevators too.
No,
They
No,
go-
it doesn't.
There's one map.
New
I think it's
feature?
Storm Surge. There's like an elevator that goes from like one floor to the second floor.
Call of
That's
Duty
exciting.
stolen Battlefield.
Wow.
Expect sales to go
And you
through
can
the
shoot
roof
through the
again.
doors of the elevator.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
I don't.
care for
Yeah,
that.
not really.
Yeah.
I think we should have a different segment because this I wanted to plug in for a different thing. So that's all the news privy to me caring to tell you guys today, unless Kevin, Adam, or Daniel, you have anything else to bring up that was important?
Not that I know of.
Same.
Uh,
Daniel, if you're going to Google something, then
What
whatever.
yeah,
about
we
what
covered-
about that internet thing?
What?
That Internet Explorer thing.
Oh, the internet anime?
Anime
I want to talk about this.
So let's pass that.
Besides, you're still not going to use Internet Explorer.
I still do. I've always used Internet Explorer.
Because
'Cause
you're
Google-
on Microsoft's payroll at this point.
No, I have Internet Explorer. I have Google Chrome, and I have Firefox.
Yeah, but
I have
you
all
use
three.
Internet Explorer.
Yeah, I have all three. I don't.
Yeah.
I
I'm,
use Chrome,
I'm
though.
actively trying to find out how to delete Internet Explorer.
You can.
You can. And there will be a way.
Like,
And it will be glorious.
okay, so you know, World of War is going to have their own League of Legends kind of stuff.
World of War is League
World
of
of
Legends.
War.
It is. I mean, no, sorry, Blizzard.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Heroes of the Storm. Right.
Heroes of the Storm.
Which has the same initials as Heart of the Storm. Sorry, Heroes of the Storm, which has the same initials as Heart
I
of
don't
the
like
Storm.
this
Which is
because there's way too many fucking Dota games. You have
they had
Dota
the
2.
Guardian of the Middle Earth game.
Yep,
That
there's
was
that too.
awesome, though.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
should be
But
good.
wait,
Yeah.
is that coming? Yeah, you have the battle for fucking Lord of the Rings 3,
Yeah.
4, whatever,
Yeah.
the MOBA game.
Yeah.
You have Dota 2. You
What's
have
the other one?
Dota. What?
I'll come back to it.
you have
It's an arcade game.
Crisis on.
Psycho something else? Not
So,
Psycho.
awesome! No,
Awesome
that's
Knights.
that's that's a different.
That's
format.
a different
That's like a
concept.
3v3
You
platformer.
have
kind
those
of thing.
two. You have Attack on Infinite Earths or Crisis on Infinite Earths, the DC MOBA game. You have League of Legends, of course.
Heroes of New Earth still exists.
Heroes of New. You have.
They even has Samuel L. Jackson announcer. Apparently, I must admit, slight bit of jealousy.
There's like you can't be good at any one game when 5 free of the same type games come out. I mean,
suppose so.
because variety is cool and all, but
I mean, it's pretty much getting saturated at this point.
yeah,
When you
very
think
much
about-
is.
yeah.
Now, a type of game is its own genre. I don't.
That's how genres come about. I mean,
No, I mean like it'd be like a genre based on Resident Evil. Kind of. It's not zombies. It's a specific type of zombie thing. Like it's
like
weird.
a subgenre then.
Yeah, subgenre of a subgenre. Like it
again,
was
could exist,
It was
I
a
mean.
mod of Warcraft 3 or whatever,
Yeah.
and then now that mod is its own genre. But what the?
Yeah.
It's almost.
Yeah.
That's how it
But there's
went.
not much like Demigod and stuff. Like they're all the same game with just a different twist on what you do in between killing mini enemies. And yeah, it's whatever. But
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Did you see the trailer for World of Warcraft 5?
I
No.
did. Yeah.
I'm not even sure what they call it. It's like Return to Worlds of
Bla-
Come back to play our game.
Yes,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
They added a lot of stuff that me being a long time. What's the name of it? World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft. Yep.
Just type World of Warcraft, you slow typer.
Type WoW of Worldcraft.
I am not going to be good at Type of the Dead, aren't I?
Fucking World of Warcraft, damn
Typing
it!
of the Dead.
Man.
Mavis Bacon.
Maybe it's Bacon. Oh yeah,
Warlords of Draenor. There we go. Yeah, I've been playing I stopped, but I had been playing World of Warcraft since 2001, maybe 2000. I stopped a little bit the beginning of this year. Wait, it didn't come out in 2000. What the hell am I talking about? I played like 2006 to
It's a bit of a difference there.
the beginning up till of this year.
10 or something.
Well, Wrath of the Lich King was one of my favorite expansions to any game ever. It just made everything. It was very easy, which lowered the barrier of entry, which was awesome. I finally got able to do a lot of raids and kill stuff with people. I love the lore. Arthas is one of the most badass villains in anything ever. I will not feel free to fight for that, as nerdy as that sounds. He's a really cool character. I like this dynamic. But after that, the game went way too Dark Souls hard with the new expansion Cataclysm. Everybody was like, the game's so easy. So I said, fuck it. Everything's hard. Everyone dies. You'll learn and repeat.
You don't praise the sun.
No, it was like really... They babied you in the Wrath, and then the next expansion was literally everybody died. It was just a hard, like a huge drop-off. And they just focused so much on the difficulty that it wasn't that good an expansion because they didn't have much. Just what they had was really hard. So for the newest one, Mist of Pandaria, the Kung Fu Panda expansion, it was a lot easier. There was a lot more to do.
There's pandas.
But as Kevin said before, it's been steadily declining, mostly because they're doing a very bad thing in they're focusing more on the solo aspect of MMOs as opposed to the world aspect of MMOs. If that makes any sense. Kevin, you loved playing The Matrix Online so much. It's like if you play an MMO, you play it because you're paying money monthly for updated content, new things to do. But to go out into a world with other people and do stuff together.
That's the community.
Exactly.
That's the part of the first
stuff
three words. Massively multiplayer.
So what World of Warcraft has been doing steadily is taking that away. Like you don't even need a guild anymore to become one of the top people.
So you're gonna be.
You can queue for any dungeon anywhere once you hit level 10 almost.
Yeah.
And you could queue by yourself and it'll just come up with the dungeon finder check saying it's ready, and then it'll throw you into a dungeon with a random party. A couple of games have taken that off, but to my knowledge it was first done in World of Warcraft, maybe Warcraft Online.
What?
The dungeon finder. Like literally, you'll just be running around and then queue for a dungeon, and then it'll in a few minutes it'll throw you into a dungeon. With
I see almost kind of like League of Legends.
As opposed to before where you would have to find people. No, League of Legends you have to have a finder.
I know, but
it has to be matchmaking. Matchmaking and dungeon finder were two different things.
Only 5
Kevin had to log on into the Matrix Online to find us 3, and then they go into a dungeon.
I'm more familiar with Anarchy Online.
Anarchy Online, you had to get a group of people together.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft, you just press a button and it'll do that for you. So now I don't need friends. It'll always throw me with something. Then they did this with raids. So now I could go into the end game content. When I'm beating the game solo and I can't do anything but get better gear to kill bigger bosses called raids, I can queue for that solo. I no longer need a guild of 25 people.
Effective if you think about it.
Oh, so what they did to even that out is if you have a group of people that you made yourself, you get your own gear, whereas if you use the raid finder, you get different gear.
Okay.
Now this is where it gets confusing. Now in the third update patch for the last patch, at least the most current patch to World of Warcraft, God, they've been going on for like 6 minutes on World of. They have a new patch where now you can make a raid of any number of members from like 12 to 23, something like that. A normal big raid used to be 25 people.
Yeah.
Then they made it so that you could have 10-man people. Or
10-man
raids. And now they have the dungeon fighter where you would be raided with matched with 25 random people getting your own separate loot, whereas the 25 and the 10-man shared the same loot. So there's 2 different loot tables. So now you can have a 25-man raid.
Yeah.
You can have a raid finder raid, or you can have an in between from 12 to 23 people that you have invited.
Sounds like they're just expanding.
They're
their
expanding.
options.
They're just making it. No matter what you do, you'll be able to do something with it, and you'll get loot rewarded anyway. Each with their own tier. So I can either be by myself, be in the middle, have people I don't know and people I know, or have only people I know, and you'll get gear for either or. Or I could say screw all of that and just farm or do something
It
else.
doesn't sound that bad. It sounds like it's still going with the massive
So now, for
online.
one, there's no need to be competitive because you could do something and get a couple. You could get gear just by running along and doing a queue. That's only a few stats different from my own. Whereas I had to find 25 people who knew what the hell they were doing, and we had to go and sit down and watch movies and chart our gear and do all this garbage. And you literally just pressed a button and got gear that was substantially better. But either way, it's not like, the elitism and all of that. The problem...
I'm questioning. I'm lost.
The problem, what I'm getting at here, sorry for the rant, is that World of Warcraft is adding more options for people to not play together. No matter what you do, you'll get rewarded for it, but
Adam.
you can do more by yourself
I
now.
haven't lost Adam.
Well, I mean, it makes sense from a business standpoint because the people who want to play with their friends
No,
will,
I'm
and
just
the people who
lost
don't will
I-
now give Blizzard money when they
mean,
wouldn't
I
have
swear
before.
I was just explaining all the options they added that you can pair with more people. And then he just said
You don't have to pair with people. Like, you can...
You can solo raid. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Because that's what he
Will
said.
it work?
It will.
Yes.
All right.
How does it work? Because I remember there being.
You press the solo raid.
No.
I don't need... In
Will-
order to
will
do a
it-
raid...
Will you win is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
In order to do a raid before in any game, you
Yes.
had to find in any game.
Yeah,
You
we
have to
right.
find the
25
people.
This is a
people,
multi-
yeah.
Now I
task.
press a button, the game will put me in a random party of everyone who pressed that button, and we
Yes.
will get the
Yeah.
same
So you
comparable gear that you had to find people for.
Okay.
Regardless, so now that means I don't have to play with other people. The game will just do that for me. I don't have to build a
Right.
connection.
You don't have to, but if you want to,
That
you
would
can.
be you spending.
No, wait, hold on. Back up. So everybody hits the solo,
Yes,
the raid
so-
thing.
yes.
So it still makes a party of 25
of people that you don't know. So the next time
It's-
it's another random people. You're paying money to play with people that you will only see once and never again.
That's not.
And then
true.
You're not. Yes, you.
then-
It's random.
Okay,
They're not
but
even
in the
from
process
your
of
server.
it, like
It's anybody of the 8 million people who play Warcraft who
Right.
press that button. 25 people join you.
and then in that 25 people, you find someone that is cool, you hang out with them. Like
They're
I
not
don't
in your
see the-
server. You can't see them. Like once you're
You
gone,
can't
that's
chat
it.
at all.
You can chat in that raid.
Right. Okay. So during that raid, you're like, oh, look at this guy seems okay.
Why would you spend $15 a month to play? Not like
But-
you're not building
But
anything.
no, what you could do is find people from those searches, then actually do a real 25.
You
man
can.
raid.
Is the thing. It picks.
I'm just lost on your aspect and why you're saying it's removing the
I,
multiplayer.
I guess I get why you're
Okay.
saying it would
You
be
can
less
only do
enjoyable.
this with people in your house.
Okay.
Once you press this button, it allows you to do it with anyone who's thinking of going outside. But once you are done playing outside, you never see them again. However, now
not-
because you can do this whenever you want, they're not in your house. They're out. They're out. But now that you can do this whenever you want, and you don't have to wait for anyone else, you don't have to build camaraderie, you don't have to talk with amongst your own friends in this vicinity. You can, whenever you want to do something. So now that you have an entire realm of people who can do anything whenever they want, as opposed to with the people in there, your server itself is just full of individuals. No one does anything together because you can do anything you want with other people in other worlds.
So you're saying
so
it's
you
gonna
have
fracture.
every world in World of Warcraft full of people in one faction city, one main city. Say Newark is the main city of our server. Everyone's just in their house, ignoring everybody else, doing whatever they want to make themselves better, but
Probably safer there.
they don't do anything else. So you have a dead server. Literally, why I left was because I was one of the top DPS classes in the game, but all I would do was sit and just press that button and wait. There's nothing to do. No one else in my group would do anything because they were doing the same thing. So it would just be dead. I'm spending money to press a button to play with people I don't know,
But it's
to
all,
show off to people that I won't show off to because nobody cares because they're doing the same thing.
Okay.
So
It killed
apparently,
anything.
apparently
Okay.
the rest of the people in your group then found it enjoyable enough to just play.
No,
with
everybody
random
else
people.
left with me too. It lost a couple when they announced the new expansion. They said, "Oh, and we also lost another 100,000." Like
Yes.
it's not
Just like that. Okay.
so.
All right. So
I don't wanna
World
get off in
of
this.
so World Cup is just.
So it wasn't even
down.
the meat of the thing. I don't
No,
like this
no,
expansion
no,
because
God.
they're adding. You can now auto level to 90. The new level is 100, so now you can auto level to 90.
wait, define auto level.
No.
You literally
no,
press
Kevin,
a button
please.
and you start from level 1 and they jump you to level 90.
Is that no? Are you joking?
It's right there in the fucking Google
It
search.
is.
No.
This is
No.
Literally
real
press a button.
experience.
So now what one guy
Things
said,
that happen
no.
to us.
everybody listen, blah, blah, blah. The reason why they're doing this is because they've had 10 years of expansions.
Yes.
Now I don't want to do all of that. I just want to get to 90. It's exactly my point. So now you have people like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly my point. So now nobody wants to do.
The first point you made made no sense. This point makes perfect sense on why you would be angry.
So now now they're adding like player customization. Like you could build your own town. So,
but I love that. What did
you could build your own? Exactly, like Dark Cloud.
No. There was another online multiplayer online game that did that.
I'm not saying there's City of Heroes and stuff. Like they do their own. Yeah, City of Heroes did it. But building your own house is fine. But building your own town, where you can put stuff in there that you never need to leave your town again. Yeah. That I don't need to play with anyone else in my server because I have that button, and everybody is an auto 90 noob. Yeah. So. Yeah,
I'm glad this is the only wild news for this week. Otherwise,
this is the wild news ever. I didn't know how to get into
otherwise we were going through this every single week with extras right here.
Apologize, guys. I actually forgot that I was sick.
Either way, it's fine.
I'm sorry, my throat's supposed to be hurting now.
No, I'm trying to down this disgusting
elixir of fortitude.
Fuck this. All right, so
I've only ever played Dungeon Defenders.
Okay, so moving on.
Yeah, whatever.
Piece of news.
So we got what?
Oh, we got Square Enix making some incredibly.
I don't give a damn about that shit.
I know, but they're just making a dumb decision to continue to make making online games and mobile games again on smartphones and tablets and that kind of bullshit.
He's still trying to remember the name. Leave it alone.
Because
I still really don't care for this because Final Fantasy 14 is gonna make the money. Final Fantasy 15 will make the money.
It is making the money because they said reported it's actually
once 13 dies, they'll be back. I have quote me. Once 13 is dead, they will be back.
They will, yeah.
Because there's no more money there's nothing to lightning about, and then they'll realize, oh crap, we need ideas.
Don't know. And I mean, you still have 15 development. And
exactly, 15 looks fucking awesome. Let's do it right now. Like who cares? It just looks awesome.
No, they are still doing it. It's just
Invisible Swords, go.
Look, they're still doing the damn thing. It's just that Lord knows when they're going to release the damn thing anyway.
When they need money.
Well, second, and there's Kingdom Hearts 3 on the development.
Oh god, electric.
And they also have to release on the PSP Final Fantasy game that they decided to keep to
Chinese Electric Batman.
Yes.
What that?
I still don't know.
Who?
I still have not watched Darker Than Black.
You still haven't seen that?
No. I'm still trying to get anime nowadays.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop it right there. Continue on with the subject.
Everything is all about.
Stop it.
Like bathing suit women. I don't get it.
Stop it. So we
got. Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, stop.
Oh, you
Chinese Electric Batman sounds like a bathing suit woman kind of show. I mean,
that's what I'm. Is it there?
No.
There we go.
No.
Oh god.
What was it? Gaiden, which is the seasons between 1 and 2.
Cut the show. Cut the show.
There's another club.
Fine, we'll move on to something
else.
else.
Look at the man section.
He knows what I'm talking about.
All right, everybody. Let's jump into this. Daniel, I'm sorry, but
if you have experience with the show, please keep it to yourself.
Let's jump into the releases because there's nothing big else. So this week, nothing came out that anyone cares for except Call of Duty. Nothing came out.
What?
Except that, which only like 2 people care about. I'm both of them. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
I'm the only one here who bought this guy at 4. Like, see me. D2, whatever.
Amen.
This guy 5. I apologize.
That's right.
So this game came out for the PS3 called The Guided Fate Paradox. It's batshit insane. You play as some kid. You play as a teenage kid guy who walks into the mall and wins a lottery, and the prize is he becomes God. Literally. Because Japan. Yeah. So now he's God and he goes to heaven or something, and he has to answer prayers by fighting. It's weird. It's complete insanity. If you played this guy, you know what you're getting into. It's funny, but again, no one played this guy. So it's in such a hardcore niche. I don't know why they would make it, especially when it's not this guy. It's a this guy successor, even though the game still it just came out 2 months ago.
Well, for that exact reason, because there are people who will play anyway. So
not enough people to justify it. Like
not enough people.
You didn't even know about it. I didn't know about it till it came out. Like, why does this guy have a horse mask and he's in front of an explosion?
Well, I knew about it.
Because he's God. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I knew about it because I was looking through the down list anyway. But I told you reminded me of that game when you showed me the screenshot. I was like. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, the biggest release, because a lot of other indie and smaller games came out that no one really cares for.
And Mario and Sonic doing the Olympics again.
Nobody.
Dude, Just Dance 2014 has Moscow by Genghis Khan, so therefore
Who the hell is Moscow?
No, the band is Genghis Khan. The song is Moscow.
Yeah, Kevin? Confirm.
And we also we also
There's a limit to my musical knowledge.
and the Metro last night got released on Linux.
Nobody cares.
Okay.
Who the fuck plays games on Linux?
Doggy jump.
How to Survive? I've heard of
The
that.
only game that came out next week, for fuck's sakes, is Call of Duty Ghosts. I know you guys don't want to talk about it any more than I do, but it's the only game.
Let's just talk about
The Adventures of Cookies and Cream PS2 Classic.
So like I was talking, Jesus, that game was weird. Kevin,
Yo.
you like Dog of Duty?
No.
Carl on duty.
I mean,
This is the first Call of Duty I played where I was thoroughly. Everybody says that every year. Let me look at the camera internet and tell you, I do not like this Call of Duty. It's complete.
Yeah.
It's the most driest,
It's dry.
sequeliest garbage I've
But
ever
then
played.
you stick with those people. It's like, nah, it's awesome.
Dude, they changed the
like,
font
what
on
do
the
they
ammo
do?
count.
Like-
They changed the font.
What
It's
did
now
they do
more-
besides make the maps bigger? And those respawn points are bullshit.
They're horrible.
They're hard. Like I died, guys still shooting, kills me again. Like it's so dumb.
That's pretty
They're
hardcore.
really bad, and they will
Yeah.
definitely be patched. But right now, it's really
Will they?
awful.
yeah, okay, so
It has to be.
Will
The
it?
perks are nonsense. Everything kills you, and then when you die, the person who killed you kills you better, faster.
so what about the campaign? How dry is that?
Campaign is about a family
There's
and
a
their dog.
campaign.
Well,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Okay. Yes.
Well,
It's
I
like
mean,
an old guy.
Family and the dog. Yes.
as far as I heard, the dog has been underused.
The dog in multiplayer, you get the fuck out.
Well,
of
you
here.
use it, but in single player, you
Yeah,
don't really
because
use the dog that
you don't
much.
use the dog that much, but
Disappointed.
it's
I was actually looking forward to a Dead to Rise inspired
Dead to
kind of
Rise.
campaign.
because
but
that would be fun, and you're
I
not
know.
allowed to have fun in the military.
Well,
You can
that's-
only shoot gray and blame China.
Then I'm officially disappointed
Have we
with
moved-
all
have
the
we moved
videos
on
they've
from
been
Russia?
showing off.
No,
No, as you say, we're still on Russia,
So,
right?
so I guess I'm officially disappointed about the videos that they be showing off about the dog and the new dog model.
How do you feel about the opening being the ending?
The open being the ending. I can't expect that.
So
to be
many
honest.
people tried defending that. Oh, because it's the continuation of that.
Symbolic bookends
Yeah, it's
and
symbolic,
the
like,
continuation of
no.
the saga. And
Did you see the video?
I haven't,
one,
but I've heard.
The Modern
plenty.
Warfare 2 ending and the Call of Duty Ghost opening. Literally like the same
it's
animation.
the same.
Yeah,
Animation.
Yeah.
Somebody did bring up a point, like because it's Ghosts and Ghost was in 2, it was an homage. And then the more I watch it, I'm like, Ghost had nothing to do with that scene though.
No.
Yeah.
It
So,
absolutely
yeah.
nothing.
I don't like this, and they're
Yeah.
making so much money to. But I don't want to. Maybe it was an artistic.
Heck.
How is
I don't
that-
want to think too much. I don't want to
Yeah.
think too much in this because
Yeah,
then I'll
yeah,
just be mad.
yeah.
No, hey,
But-
the only thing slightly related to Modern Warfare 2 is the name, Ghost. Because there's this guy in your unit for Modern Warfare 2 who goes by the code name Ghost.
He wasn't even that fucking popular.
Exactly.
He
No,
didn't
but
talk
no,
much.
no, no.
He was actually pretty popular.
Yeah,
He got shot in the face. No, I got it, but he
Yeah.
was around for like.
And then he
An
burned.
hour.
And he was shot
Exactly,
and
that's
burned.
what happened. Like, you
Spoiler
barely
alert.
see him doing anything.
He looked cool.
That's what
They made a game because a guy looked cool.
And they made a big tie unit because the guy looked cool. That was
Where's Virgil's game then?
I
He
don't know.
didn't have. He
Oh, he had a
they
DLC.
re-released the game and,
To like
and put him there.
no, that's what he did. They released the game and let it play us done.
Hold on, you're making him talk about it again. Stop.
Please let me
Stop.
talk about Devil May Cry.
So in Darker Than Black,
Oh, come
there's
on.
a chick.
Chinese.
I hate
Okay.
you all.
Um,
I hope you all bear
Her
help.
payment is to strip.
so Daniel, what
Right.
comes out next week? Because I do not like this
Yeah.
Call of Duty. Everyone else does. I don't understand it. But
We'll see.
actually, before we do that, what are your takes on the whole Call of Duty selling $1 billion worth of bullshit?
They didn't. No, they sold it to retail.
Exactly. So what the news was that they sold $1 billion, and
Oh
everyone's
no,
like, "What
no,
do you
it's not-
mean?"
It's not sold.
Sold $1 billion.
Shipped.
That they sold $1 billion worth of games. That
To
was what all
retailers,
the news
yeah.
was.
Okay.
And then when you read it out more, because Activision wouldn't talk about it any further, everyone's like, "We shipped $1 billion worth of games to game stores." So there's this funny video going around of every like news show
Yeah.
saying Activision has done it again by selling $1 billion in one day, which is being called
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto
$1 billion.
5's $1 billion, which took 3 days. And the last clip of that is, wait, hold on. they just shipped it to people.
Retailers.
And then it just cuts off. It's hilarious. But yeah, I think
It's funny.
that's kind of dick.
That
They'll
is
probably still
they
make quite a
did-
bit of money, but
No,
a billion.
they did the estimations. It'd probably sell less than Black Ops 2
That they
and
actually,
Modern
the
Warfare
only press
3.
release they
launch
said
day.
after that
Yeah.
was that it has sold less than they expected, or less than
On
Black
launch
Ops
day.
2.
On launch day,
Which,
yeah.
But then, to their credit,
coming
people
out
are
next
waiting out for the
console.
next gens anyway.
Yeah.
They would be
possible.
dumb to buy it now to buy it again, especially if you're going from Xbox 360 to PS4,
Well, they
where
said-
where your online identity won't transfer because your name isn't on the system yet. So that makes sense. But this game isn't that good, man.
It's not.
It's not.
But military shooters
It's
and the
not.
money
But
making
Activision-
thereof.
Activision were bragging at first before the release. They're like, "Well, we're expected to beat GTA 5 and take back the throne with the records and stuff." I'm like, "No, you're not."
I know. I keep finding funny is that every year they keep saying, "Yo, we shipped 1 billion, 2 billion." They're
It's
like,
like 2 billion. We made
where's all this money?
I loved your representation of this. Like, oh, Rockstar spent almost millions of dollars making this game.
252 million.
Call of Duty probably spent like $500,000, not even, to
Not
make
even.
that game every year.
No, not even. Yeah, and now they announced they're going to make another one next year.
They
Go
already
figure.
did.
Yeah.
Go
Call
figure.
of Duty. I don't
Ghost
know.
2 or Modern
No, it would be
Call of Duty. What was the dog? Does the dog have a
Black Ops.
name?
What? Riley?
Call of Duty Riley's Ghost.
No.
Shut up.
No,
Next
so-
week. What's next week?
Okay, so next week we already know what's going on with the PS4 launching. We got a majority.
Every game that you have already bought is coming out again.
Like
on the PS4.
Minecraft.
Comment me with it.
Dive Kick, XCOM,
Injustice, whatever
Minecraft.
edition.
Need for Speed
Oh,
Rivals.
Chivalry Dead
Ratchet and
Dysphoria.
Clank into the
Yeah.
Nexus. New Ratchet and Clank.
Seriously, nothing
Okay,
is
but
coming out.
anyway,
again.
let's just exclude the PS4 launch lineup for a while and just talk about the.
Need for Speed Rivals. is
DuckTales
the only
Remastered.
new
That's
game,
also that's also a launch
but it's a
lineup.
new game.
It's a new game, and we got Ratchet and Clank.
Clank into the Nexus.
No one's. I hope to God that people buy Into the Nexus, but from what I'm not sure. Is it the short? I think it's a short game.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure that they said that this won't be. It's introducing a new villain, but it's not going to be as long as the other ones. Don't quote me on that. But I
Quote,
did.
Io says that.
Like,
do remember
how
him
would
saying
you be about long as the other ones? Because the last one you released
Ratchet
was
and Clank, Crack in Time was long.
Hmm.
The other one, the Pirate's Booty, was not long, but that was an episodic DLC thingy majiggy. But
okay.
this one is the last disc-based release,
okay.
and I don't believe it's as long as the other ones. But I don't
don't believe
remember
so.
by what side. I know I'm probably still gonna pick it up because
Well,
It's
I'm playing
pretty cheap.
tools.
There you
Crack
go.
in Time was
Right now.
amazing.
Yeah,
And-
I have that in the office.
And this one,
So good.
and this game here is $30.
Tell you,
So
man, you have to get the Rhino. Go to the last boss. You will
oh,
not.
sweet,
You will
it's
die.
$30. I could buy that.
Exactly my point. It's 30, so it's not even. They already know. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Need for Speed Rivals, they can't top Most Wanted. That thing was awesome. I'm sorry.
And
So
Justice
Oh,
Ultimate
yeah,
Edition.
you enjoyed on the Vita.
there's
didn't
no.
you?
It doesn't matter whatever system you played it on. It was awesome. But on the Vita, it was the
Bet.
perfect. It's like Burnout, Takedown or whatever on
Oh,
the PSP.
Oh my god.
It
I
was
love
really. It was my favoriteest handheld driving game. But even still, Need for Speed Most Wanted was a really awesome game.
I miss that.
Yeah.
I missed that. So okay, for those who have most of the current gen stuff.
So
there's
that's
nothing
it.
else?
There's nothing else because you already have it.
Scroll down more, scroll down more, scroll down more. Scroll down
Well,
more.
we-
Just Dance you have.
XCOM,
Killzone.
Chivalry,
Scroll down.
Knack.
DC Universe Online.
That
So-
one's gonna be awesome.
it's coming out on
'cause it's a
PS4?
free, yeah.
Okay.
It's the same game,
But it's
so it's
still
still free.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they're updating it so it looks like the PC version, so 60 frames, smooth, with a new
Okay.
UI, and it's a free MMO.
And Flower again.
yeah, I
Yeah,
don't get
yeah,
the flower.
Yeah. they
Which
were-
means that they have to have the gyroscope feature in that controller, which I haven't heard of, or that they've changed the controls.
Well,
If they've changed the controls, I'm sad. And if the gyroscope feature is there, Flower's still a very old game that it can't look much prettier.
Well, assuming you already have the games on the PS3, you can just have them for free on the PS4.
I
So
know, but still, I don't know what the hell that.
that's what he said.
If you can't do this with the controller, that game is useless.
Well, yeah.
Um,
Well, and you got Warframe.
try.
That's also free to play.
Warframe, I have yet to play, but everyone's saying it's a good game.
Pretty
Is
good.
that a shooting or a?
It's a
And-
Dark
third
Souls.
person, no, second person, second. It's like Resident Evil camera,
Third person.
shooter.
Over the shoulder.
Yeah, over the
Oh,
shoulder
shooter,
shooter
and you're a ninja.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That
So we'll
makes
take that out.
sense.
Is that computer?
What?
yeah.
Oh,
It was
PS4.
computer,
Yeah,
now
it's-
it's PS4.
Yeah, it's
It says
PS4.
PS4 twice. Why?
I don't know.
Because
Okay.
we get it twice,
All
Kevin.
right.
it's a typo. but
So,
you know.
Daniel, pull up the last week's question on Facebook. Kevin, introduce last week's question because I forgot again.
Last week's question was, what was the worst game you've played?
The worst
Doesn't
game
have
you
to
have
be
played.
literally like a piece of crap like Big Mother Truckers. It could be a game
Don't
like
you talk
Lost
shit about
Planet,
my
which
Big
was
Brother
technically mine. But I had no reason. I didn't really play it long enough to.
For you,
don't
which
know why
game did
you
you not
hated that.
particularly enjoy?
And I chose Matrix Online.
I don't
That's
remember
all
what
the
I
game
even
was.
picked.
Yeah.
I
You
did.
picked?
I picked that stupid fucking Never Dead.
Oh, yeah,
Jesus.
Never
Yeah.
Dead, yeah.
Yeah, and you said Never Dead, and I said,
Explode.
and I
Oh,
said
God.
single player Counter
That
Strike.
game was so bad. You don't
Single-player
understand.
Counter-Strike.
There's no single play. Anyway.
There is, damn it.
We demonstrated it existed.
There is, damn
It
it. I
doesn't.
show you proof anyway.
Yes, that was a mod of
It wasn't a
Daniel
mod.
Answers. Read them.
Okay, fine.
From Mike, what did he say?
Call of Duty Ghost.
Uh,
I mean,
Ooh, that's
no, read it. I want to hear it.
he said the series is really getting older. And it seems like the Infinity Ward doesn't do anything to change their games. It just feels like an extension of the previous COD games. I wouldn't say extension.
I think, yeah. Sanction.
I wouldn't say extension. I'll say more like. What do you?
Here, I'll give you this blue lollipop. I'll take this red one. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, pretty much like that.
that would imply I would rather want a lollipop.
Yeah, that's pretty much like a good comparison.
I mean, yeah, the game is. I don't see why you would care. Battlefield did some innovation. Call of Duty didn't. It added a dog in women. I don't see.
Well,
The dog
And
It
the
was
dog was in the other Call of Duties.
Yeah.
And it,
well, as your enemy.
Good World at
As
War.
your enemy, not
As
as
your-
friend.
the only thing they added
No, I
was
mean
the
World
perk
at War
where
you can call in a dog. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
Well, that's
exactly.
a perk, yeah.
And they were
It
still
was a
there.
Yeah, it's a
perk,
kill
yeah.
streak thing.
It
But
Yeah.
came with like 3 dogs, not 1.
yeah, you got
Just-
3 dogs, and they're just like enemy hounds, and you're like, oh, I don't want to do with this right now.
No, you
I
don't.
remember
The,
that.
the
shit.
German guy just shrieking at you.
Next answer.
From Thomas Hagen, and I'm sorry for missing your message. I couldn't be here with us today. He says Resident Evil 4 for the PC, which was downright the worst part
Yeah,
ever.
because I think they kept telling you to press the controller button, but you don't have
the
one on the
controller,
PC.
because if you're using the keyboard and the mouse, and
It's like press R2. You're like, what?
Aim with the keyboard.
yeah.
Like, it's not
No,
working.
no, it's also like a big fuck it to everyone who was using the mouse because it does have mouse control.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
had
think
to-
they had to like patch it
You had
and
to
download
no,
mods. Yeah,
It's a mod to do it. You have to get a mod
you
to
had
do
to
it.
get the game. and
Sounds
mod
very
it.
depressing.
Resident. I mean, the 4 is one of my. I think it's my favorite Resident Evil.
Yeah,
but
same here.
man, they did not care for PC.
No, they did not back then. So
Next, what's up?
next up, let's see. We got Matt.
Matt didn't say anything.
Okay.
He literally just went on and on about nothing.
Ouch.
Shout outs.
He literally was insulting this guy that he didn't name. That's really all he
Oh
did.
yeah. Remember that?
All right,
I'll see
so
what he was
skip
doing.
him and go to John.
Yeah, John Furious. He said his first pick was Charlotte the Hedgehog, but he remembers like 2006.
I don't remember bad things about Sonic 2006, but I don't remember playing it for too long.
I never knew that
Shadow
existed.
was stupid. I still don't get why. Let's
Yeah.
take this guy and give him a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that get the okay? Let's
Sonic didn't have
let's
enough
take
range combat
Pikachu
options. And give him
and
a
give
gun.
him a gun
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
and give him many guns.
That sounds.
and none of his
Like-
powers, just the gun and a car, and tell him to go to dead New York
I would play that.
and shoot robots.
Pikachu shooting
Why?
robots with a gun.
I don't know.
What did he say about?
I wasn't
Shadow?
going fast enough, so here's bullets.
Here's
I went fast
bullets.
enough.
He said that was like the first thing that came to his mind, but then he remembered Sonic 2006.
Yeah.
But he said he played something worse before. He didn't really specify which one it was, but my money is on Sonic 2006, and I don't know how you managed to say it's not so
I
bad.
don't remember so many bad things about it.
How
Probably
could
because it
you
was
not?
next gen glasses, like PlayStation 3.
What the hell were you thinking?
Guy Sonic? Because I didn't get to the part where he makes out with a white girl.
Not even even so.
Didn't get it.
Even so, he couldn't notice the loading screen when you're doing the stupid side missions. No,
God, God, do the trial of love. Do you pick Amy or the white girl, Elise? That was her
Oh,
name.
God.
Elise,
I think.
the princess,
Yeah, the princess.
but his head is bigger than her body.
And then, like, you pick one, and then it's just like, very well, that choice will stick with you. And you're like, what's that? I don't know what that means.
like-
I guess that's good.
Daniel, what else?
and then we go out to Suarez with. I'm still waiting to play to the day I play something from Data Design Interactive.
You ever heard of them?
Data Design Interactive.
You might have to wiki that.
That seems like
Yeah.
a familiar name, but I
But
couldn't-
why
KDI?
keep going before you finish?
But yeah, literally the worst gaming company ever. I dare to anyone to play one of their games. I mean, like Ninja Breadman stuff, type stuff. Like
Wait, no.
Does
Ninja
it
Bread
does
Man,
it
I
beat
don't-
Titus Interactive? Though?
What was that? I Ninja. for the GameCube and PS2.
Yeah, I have that game.
That game isn't that bad.
That was it was like
He's actually referencing Ratchet and Clank.
I was seriously.
Yeah.
He was doing the which Ratchet and Clank were you playing anyway? It was
Tool of Destruction.
Tools of Destruction, and he gets in the gyrocycle part, and he's going like on these narrow platforms. He's playing like this is literally the Ninja Ball from iNinja, where you cling to a ball and you just roll around places.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
I was like, that was. I'm not saying it was the greatest game. In fact, I don't think I ever beat it.
It was one of those games you just played
You
it.
just played it. I'm like, this isn't bad. You fight giant robots.
It did
you know,
not have
These are the people. Wait,
You play boxing.
These are the games they made.
I have played Lego Rock Raiders.
Okay,
Yes,
so that's what they made.
that it was an RTS with Lego people,
Huh.
and you literally mine stuff. Like it's Warcraft 3, but in Legos and stuff. I didn't think it was that
That's
bad.
such an interesting concept.
Yeah.
Legos in an RTS phone.
Yeah,
The question is,
that's
why
what
the
I thought.
hell is Yami playing these games?
I don't
You're
know.
probably playing Hamster
Kawasaki
Heroes.
Kids Sports,
Monster
Monster Trucks. Yo, what games are you playing, bro?
Nickelodeon Party Blast.
Ah, man.
Man.
Nickelodeon Party Blast.
Yep.
Who can say anything bad about that?
Yep. So this week's question of the week, I guess.
That's a horrible one.
That's a horrible one. I'm starting to think so because we kind of talked about this before. Well, it was going to be when will you be getting the next gen
I think we should get a
consoles?
different one.
Yeah,
Because
so
that's
I
very,
think so.
We're gonna start thinking
I
of one.
swear you asked that
I
question
that
many
kind of
times.
did but
On
I
the
kind of did
Facebook.
talk about
Yeah, you're like, oh, the last.
But the only same. All right. So we're clearly having a debate. Anybody then have their own question? Because I'd have to put it on the spot.
favorite video game character.
I guess
Favorite.
it's one of those bullshit right now questions that are just decent enough to get good answers, but I don't like it anyway because I have to take out my own question.
Okay.
All right. So new question of the week from the
Well,
Bruce.
next week we won't have a podcast.
No, I think we'll have to do it Friday.
On
Friday night.
Can you do that?
Why is that a problem? Why is that a problem? You live here. Why is that a problem? I
Because I'm
don't.
working that night.
He works that night.
I work the morning of.
I'm working from 7:30. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we could do it Thursday. We could do it earlier
Thursday.
or later.
Sunday.
Could do it tomorrow.
Sunday. Oh, we'll debate about that.
Okay.
Favorite
Question of the week. When should we do the question?
question of the week. When should we podcast? Should we? If anyone's watching.
Yeah.
Is anyone watching?
What? Someone was watching. I think that was Jed, and I think he must have lost connection or something.
Good response.
Oh God, we suck.
We
Favorite
are.
game character? Okay, so
We are
have
a
like
shining.
Not many people.
We are a
not
shining
people-
because
beacon
we
of
have
knowledge.
to whore it on
No,
websites.
not
that
many
we don't have.
people on the Facebook
But the
read it
YouTube.
on weekend.
Yeah, that's mostly good.
Like when I always post something on the weekend, I only get like.
I
one or
get
two
a
people.
lot of hits though, because
Well,
the
because you're
weekend?
you.
yeah,
Because you're you.
I'm not
Because
president anymore.
Yeah, they're mostly insulting you half the time.
Mostly. Yeah.
No, it's only 3 people who talk a lot. Everybody else,
If I post, it's always
they
Matt.
can only like one. So
It's
I'm
only
gonna-
it's always Matt, just like blah 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 blah.
and furthermore, indie games and
Indie games.
God, that guy. So next question of the week
next question of the week. Indie games?
is, what is your favorite game character? Kevin, you have the spotlight.
Wow.
Well, you did.
we
You did
made
create
the
the
fucking
question.
question.
So,
I
yeah,
know.
you're
I
on
know.
the spot.
I'm
I-
thinking Blasto. You have to remember Blasto.
You made that up now. That's
No,
fine.
PlayStation 1 character who had a giant ass chest with a B on it and a gun from Earthworm Jim.
Ew.
Yeah,
What are you
Ew.
talking about?
exactly.
My
God, you
my
guys.
favorite is John
Don't
Madden
you
from
even?
Moonbase
Do you
Alpha.
even Game Pro '96?
John Madden.
I have all those magazines.
John Madden from Moonbase Alpha. is the hero in the-
I want to. My favorite is a big ass Asian fan. My favorite character is 999.
California.
California.
I love this case. Whoa,
That was
God,
all
it's
back.
the greatest game ever.
You almost feel bad for NASA, but
We're doing this in the name of science. No, you're not.
we decided you're not.
Where are the big American TTS? Jesus. Okay, we need to stop. Kevin, favorite game character.
I really don't want to feed the Daniel, but it's Dante.
Oh God, why?
Why?
Don't say just because he's cool. Don't be that dick.
Be that. Don't be
Favorite
that-
game character? Because he's cool.
I like when he sings his sword.
He has a sword.
Sings his sword. Squat.
If we were,
he says virtuous. Never mind.
if we go related to, I guess 3, we'll go from there. So that's technically the first one.
Okay.
Basically, the brotherly relationship they have, I
Okay.
can relate it to the brotherly relationship.
So you and your brothers were demons, and you killed each other habitually. One of you wanted to take over the world, and the other one wasn't down with that. You fought him on a giant tower.
One of you wore red, the other one wore blue. It was very easy to tell you apart.
And you both have white hair.
Both had white hair, of course.
You have a brother?
I do.
You have
He's
a
literally
twin
almost,
brother?
He's literally almost. He's 1 year younger than me.
Does your brother say, "Now I'm motivated" every like 12 seconds?
Okay. Jesus.
Well, no, like I'm the older brother, so I'm like kind of the Virgil.
So
So
you're-
then if I, him, he's like, "Oh, you're faggot Bruce." Then.
So language.
Like I'm like I would be considered like the cool, calm.
You are the
collective
cool
guy.
brother.
I'm the cool. Well,
No, you're not. No,
yeah.
you're not, Kevin.
Yeah, I
At
know.
We might have to
you guys love
retcon
this.
that. Devil
Yeah.
May Cry 5. Dante is no longer cool. You were saying?
Devil May Cry 5, they add in eye toy so you can
Um,
put in your face on the characters.
but other than that, I do like the what is it? They hate each other, but they don't.
I thought
They do. He,
I don't know. I don't
They
know
hate
the
each
Devil May
other,
Cry
but
lore.
they, that. And Dante just like he's serious, but you can't see it.
Yeah. I do hate that about every game. He's not serious till the last 2 missions. Then he's like, all right, let's go. Like it's a complete. Like remember Devil May Cry 3? He fights Lady.
Yeah.
And then right after that, he's gonna kiss her. She says no, and then he's like, I gotta stop him now. I'm like,
Now it's
the
time.
whole game,
I just got rejected the ass.
the whole game.
Yeah, that's pretty much that.
and then the next mission after that, he's crying. I'm like, 21 missions.
Which is,
Yeah.
after 20
17 of them.
Yeah.
Like, you just shot me. My shirt. Like, Devil May Cry 4,
Other-
he didn't care until, like, he never cared.
No,
the whole
not
Yeah,
really. No,
yeah.
the reason why he was
Like,
even there.
Two, he was never not caring. He's a melodramatic dick. And
No,
then
One.
One,
Well,
just like-
one.
2, I don't like Devil May Cry. 2, Dante doesn't exist.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dante
It's
is it, no.
Dante's dad.
So
Sparta.
yeah,
Yeah.
he literally just like
All I see is Levi's.
he's like I gotta be the fatherly figure. I gotta wear the Levi's.
Is this Italian dude? Whatever. Oh, never mind.
Aside from that, just so I can't say because he's cool, I would go with Daxter, Jack and Daxter.
He's the most annoying piece of shit.
Yeah, Dexter's an asshole. You die.
Dax
You
isn't
die.
that
and
much
the-
better, but
Daxter's cool.
hey.
It's like
I'm still here.
you die, and it cuts to like Jack's first-person perspective, and the last thing he sees before he dies is his friend going, "I thought you."
Did they explain that again? I
What?
think
Making a
it's
snarky
3,
comment
why
over his
he
corpse.
doesn't become a white kid again?
Something like
Rico.
yeah, something like if he
I
did that,
only
then they
played
couldn't
one.
save
I
the-
just didn't
I
care.
can't remember. It was like
No.
if he did that, then they couldn't save the world or some shit.
Because
I
the
can't remember.
precursors were like
Precursors are dicks.
things.
Yeah,
and
precursors are
he
things.
was a thing. I don't remember. What was why did
They're
he
called
die?
like Otzels or something. And
Yeah, something like that. It said you'd save the world or change back to a normal white guy and just watch the whole day.
Stupid.
it's like being a white guy.
Give
It's
us
overrated.
more games or end the series. Damn, how much is the pay? It takes the games, whatever.
Daxter.
Daxter is not.
Daxter.
Not even
That's
Jack.
interesting.
Just
An award between Daxter or Clank. Who?
Well,
Clank,
I'd rather.
come
Yeah, I'd rather go
on.
Clank.
He controls time. A. He's a robot. B. He transforms from things. You got a ferret. Like that's the dumbest question. Daniel, favorite video game character?
Hideo game.
Video game. Yes.
Hideo game character.
Hideo Kojima.
Hideo Kojima is my favorite video game
Earthquake on the moon. Moon base. That reminded me actually. Before Daniel answers a question, everybody, when we're done with this, go to YouTube. I tell you this every week. Daniel. Go to
Yeah,
YouTube. Go to go to YouTube. Devil May Cry. DMC. Devil May Cry. Final Battle. PC mods.
Oh,
Jesus. Did you see it? With
No.
the Mexican. I'm
No,
watching it after my own.
I've never played Devil May Cry in my life, but that was the most incredible.
It was the Jesus, the Taco Bell in the back, and the sky. Oh my God!
The music was superb, honestly. These battle rage, you just get this acoustic.
It was this most.
We could flip the
No,
camera.
no.
No,
You have
no,
to.
no, no.
Oh,
No,
You have to do it
we'll do this
after.
afterward.
It's so
We'll do this
funny.
afterward.
It's so.
I don't understand why you hit me in the back. Though.
Hey, his mushroom. His mustache.
It's much.
You have to watch. All right. Anyway,
mushroom.
Daniel, your favorite character. Kevin has to see that movie. Your favorite character. Video game. Go.
Video game character.
You can't say Dante. You
I'm not
Yeah,
going
you're
to
not allowed to.
can't say
going-
Virgil either.
You know, even though I play them all the time, doesn't mean that they're my favorite.
Preferably no one from Final Fantasy either.
It's the Dark Souls guy.
Everyone, it's the Dark Souls guy.
Freeze him.
It's the wall.
Well, I like the wall, yeah. But,
Come on, everyone's favorite character is Wall. You can't do that.
yeah, but I never play any of those games to say they're my favorite. So
So who
who?
or what?
Revolver Ocelot?
Oh my god.
Oh.
You may call me Shalashashka. I was like,
Shalashashka.
what? No, it was the Shalashashka that got me. Like, I've never heard of this in anything, and I'm a fan. Shalashashka. I was like, what?
Google.
Well, I gotta say, I actually be in love with Revolver.
Shalashashka. He is magnanimous. I will say, oh my god, my
Do you
hand.
know what magnanimous means?
I say
I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yes.
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
It means generous. It means generous.
It's awesome.
Magnanimous means you give things freely.
No,
That is not. You are
magnanimous?
using a different word. It does not mean magnanimous.
He's fun at parties.
I'm so fun at parties.
Fucking Webster's!
My whiteness is showing.
I want a spelling bee, Daniel.
Never won a spelling bee.
Why is Revolver also?
I like how it was a pansy in Metal Gear
3.
It's very
Yeah.
snake eater.
Interesting.
Yeah, he was a complete woman.
He was.
I'll take. I guess I haven't played. I'll
It
take
was
your
like
word for it.
so in the Metal Gear games, he's this gun-toting bad guy.
Double revolvers.
He's always
He likes
spinning
old
guns.
classic
Right,
revolvers
right.
with the
As his
revolver.
twin.
Yeah.
But in Metal Gear 3, because it was a prequel to all the events, he was still like a lieutenant or a commander or something. He was really skinny and didn't even know what guns to use. So every time you would always fight him,
Yeah.
but he'd always change up how he fought depending on
Kimbo
how he lost in the
shotgun
last one. So
onslaught.
he would have like a handgun and do like the same tricks that you would do at like a gun show, but with a stupid little pea shooter from a James Bond movie.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't make sense with it, so he would lose, and then Snake would be like, your gun's too small. You need something with kick. So the next fight, it would like be like a cartoon.
Snake.
Oh yeah, then
So the
I got
next
a
fight,
big
he has a
gun.
bigger gun, and he's doing tricks again, and you lose. Like, no, it's too big. There's not enough. There's too much recoil. You can't hit me with that. So the next time, because something else, you beat him, you'll advise him. Then the last time you see him, he's now matured into I know why I'm losing. I'm not trying to do tricks. You have to die, so let me throw away the theatrics and fight you, and then it's a harder fight. And then
Right.
now he grows up into a badass from that. So like,
Yeah.
That's nice
It
character
ranks badass,
development.
too.
it's a pretty funny character development.
Yeah.
But he's really does this gay meow thing.
Oh yeah.
He calls
No,
it.
there's an ocelot because that's what an ocelot is.
Yeah.
It's an
Yeah.
ocelot call. Yeah,
Oh.
because an ocelot's a cat.
And I think
Yeah.
he was having like sex with his commander. There's like
you
a
mean
mission
sure,
where you
why
have to
not?
sneak around and pretend to be him.
Yeah.
And the commander sees you. He's like, hey, how you doing? Just grabs your
Yeah.
nuts. The first it's the best scene in the game because he grabs your nuts and he's like, I don't, and he goes again because he doesn't understand the feed.
Yeah. Like
It's so
so
awesome.
weird.
No, he does that thing too. He goes
Right.
like that.
That's little point things. Anyway, Daniel, why is this ridiculous guy?
I think you've given it a
Like
good
I
enough
said,
explanation.
well, like, you just got a good
Say it
explanation. Like,
Tap nuts.
I was like, yeah, it was basically the cut development how he was such a pansy. Like when I found out like how much of a pansy he was in Metal Gear, I was like, that's the guy you used to like in the first game. I was like, I love him a lot more now because of that. Because of that, and now thanks to the latest trailer for Metal Gear Solid 5. I was like, oh, now he's become like some sort of fanboy who has like some sort of respect for the big boss. And I'm like, oh, I could dig that.
Kind of taught him how to use
Yeah.
the gun.
Yeah, even he has become a fanboy in that trailer. So
But then when you think about it, I don't remember if he was in the original Metal Gear games.
1 and 2?
Yeah.
Thought he
Isn't-
was.
possibly,
Isn't everyone's favorite character supposed to be Senator
don't
Armstrong?
remember.
Oh,
I haven't even played
yeah,
the game,
no,
but I'm pretty
no,
sure
I-
your favorite character
well,
is
yeah,
supposed to
I
be.
could say I could.
He is an awesome. That
is an
boss
awesome
fight
character.
is bullshit, but
Oh.
that guy is awesome.
Oh, it's not me bullshit.
That boss
Battle
fight
machines.
when you have to do it 5 times.
Okay, I get it.
And all those difficulties.
All right,
It's not fun.
Okay. I
Yeah, Daniel has no experience of fighting the same boss fight repeatedly for days on end.
Okay, fine. You have a
But you
point.
can't touch him, and then there's god,
No,
you lose your weapon, you gotta fist fight the senator on top of a robot. Every time you hit him, nanomachine, like nanomachine, son. Don't fuck with this senator. Fucking Mike. Anyway,
But yeah, he was the best boss character ever when you think about it.
Yeah, but going back to Ocelot, what I didn't like is he's kind of in the ghost point of view to me anyway. In that if he wasn't in 1 and 2, he was only in one game.
Yeah.
Granted, he was the antagonist in like 3 of them because of the hand liquid thing.
Okay, the hand liquid thing.
Ocelot himself. No, I guess if you.
I mean, he was still Ocelot in Metal Gear Solid 2, not much I can say, and then Liquid came and fuck it all up.
I don't even know who the antagonist is. Is it Liquid or is it Ocelot?
Well,
it's Ocelot in Liquid's body. Now in 4, it's completely Ocelot.
No, it's definitely Liquid.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I got confused. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Liquid in 4.
Kevin, you played Metal Gears?
Yes.
You played Metal Gears?
Nope.
No.
Your brother is Liquid. Your brother dies of a heart attack induced by this drug that's put into your and his body as a failsafe because you're clones of the guy from Metal
I actually
Gear
knew
3.
that, yeah.
So from then on, Shalashaska, since Liquid is dead and the ninja cut off his arm,
Of course.
from the one of the first boss fight,
Yeah.
he takes your brother's arm and puts it on to whatever.
And it becomes the god hand.
And then now his arm starts to slowly
No.
take over his body to the point where Ocelot is now Liquid Ocelot.
Gotcha.
And then in 4, he becomes his mind is almost completely taken over.
Okay.
So it's weird. So
It's weird, yeah.
he's
I keep
only
my mind
been
in my
technically in like 1.5 games,
Basically, yeah.
and
Very well.
so he has to strong. I guess stands out
Yeah,
strong
yeah,
for Daniel.
it's pretty good, and
Hey, it makes a
and
one.
I like to give an honor mention to the boss, not Snake, the original boss from Metal Gear Snake Eater.
I did like Buck.
I love her so much.
Shoutouts to Kojima-san for. I love the Metal Gear games, Metal Gear Solid games, because they have the torture scenes in
Yeah.
every one of them.
Uh-huh.
And I loved how 3's was the most gratuitous. I think I've only done it once.
Only once.
Like it's ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
it's adult. It's not for the squeamish. It's very gristle. There's no music. There's only the sound of you being beaten.
And it's tough.
Metal Gear 1 and 2 had the stupid, you're naked, you're shot, you're getting shot,
Shock.
press the circle button or
Yeah.
regain health. 3 didn't allow you to interact. You just had to watch. It was very visceral.
Also, you have to watch it now.
Only could watch it
Sweet.
once.
Damn.
It's really tough, and I like that. And then what they did for 4, the entire game was a torture sequence. It culminated literally. It's a fucking like 5-year-old game at this point. But every chapter, you would win. You would beat the chapter, but you would beat like it substantially not as even as you were when you started. You started gung ho. I'm gonna save the world. Oh, now this person died. Chapter 2, I'm gonna save the world. Oh, great! Now I just got hit and I'm getting sutured or something.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Then the 3rd chapter, I forget what happens, but the 4th chapter, the easiest one, what happened was you found your mother or something, or the woman from the cave in part, I think, whatever, Eva or some woman, I believe your mother, or at least the woman who was carrying you in her side of her body, she gets killed in front of you. You get blown up or put on fire so that half of your face is burnt or something. Like, it's very visceral. And then the 5th final chapter, where you have to crawl through essentially a giant oven. By the time you're done, that one was
the microwave,
That one was
the hallway or whatever it was
it's
called.
completely visceral. By the time you're done, you're an old guy like sobbing in a corner. Like it's sad as fuck. But by that time, you would have the entire game. Like it was literally just torture, the whole game. Absolutely loved it though.
5 stars, A plus, 4 stars.
So Adam, your go. God,
Yeah, it was, we have to go with Tony Hawk from the
Tony
first game.
Hawk.
Calm down.
Actually, no. That 900 when you first did
When
it,
you- it's
right down
true.
circle.
You feel the visceral
Because you
experience.
needed all the air.
No Dave Mirra?
No Dave Mirra
Oh
from
my God.
Dave Mirra BMX 2.
Those games were so good.
That touching moment when you got your head stuck on the underside of the slide and got infinity wipeout points,
I don't
just
remember
truly
that.
tragic. Well, that's because
I think
exploits
I
and
only played the
glitches.
demo.
Demo. I thinking it over, I might have to go with Rux from Bastion. Because I'm having trouble thinking of anyone else. I've never played Metal Gear or any of these other grand multi-game
Please
series.
don't dump
where-
into the indies.
I'm not jumping
You
into the
Must
indies.
become major now.
Bash is barely indie. It actually made money, so
Yeah.
therefore it doesn't count anymore or
Yeah.
something. But yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I don't know, because like you realize quickly that he's the narrator, but
Wait, the kid himself is the narrator?
No, Rux, the narrator.
Okay.
The kid is just a kid. He doesn't get a name.
Right.
But I don't see. I don't feel like explain the whole plot right now. It's
You
kinda-
don't have to.
It's
Yeah.
that Xbox Live indie game, right?
I played it on PC,
or-
but
Well, you can play on
It's
PC.
the-
You can play on
It's
your
the
Chrome.
non.
if not Rux, I'd have to go for Kirby because he's a. It's
But
more
yeah.
fun scene.
There's
Well,
not
Terry's-
enough tea in this room.
No.
Oh, God.
Kirby is a grand character with a deep introspective look at xenophobia and
His inner workings are multidimensional.
yeah, he has an entire universe inside his stomach, which is really deep if you get my drift. And yeah, that's I don't have a.
No. Oh, that's good
Let
enough.
me name two, and no, I don't have any.
Yeah, that's good enough. So,
Okay, go with
Mario,
that.
it's your turn now.
I actually forgot completely.
Glad to have done my job.
Jesus.
It's Meta Knight.
It's gotta be Meta Knight.
Would
He's got the sword. Was name?
I don't even have a Nintendo console to play on these fucking Kirby games. I just know who Meta Knight was because I saw him in the commercial for Brawl. I was like, oh,
Oh,
it's not Kirby.
Wait, you didn't know that?
No, why would I care?
you know,
Favorite character in a video game. Offhand, it's wrong,
It's wrong.
but offhand would be Donkey Kong.
Really?
that's
Because it was bullshit. Like, my bad, it's bullshit. It was no bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Some guy stole my bananas.
Oh, yeah.
I want it back.
this is called motive
That's
and
how
character
it started.
development.
That's how the
It-
game
it
started, and that's it. You're
Yeah.
a monkey with the tie.
Yeah, a monkey with a
And you
tie
just wanna-
with a little
And then you would
chipmunk.
always the first level
Level.
was just literally just no bananas, and
No
then
bananas.
you jump out of your house by exploding the front door, and you go
Yeah.
back to check your hoard, and you don't see any bananas, and you just sob.
Yes, right, yeah.
This is the
That-
best character development ever. So you're going through a very beautiful game just to beat up a crocodile to get bananas and then destroy beavers and all these other
Carry
shits.
barrels.
And I always loved
right.
how at the end of every boss fight there was a million bazillion bananas behind you.
Yup.
Yeah.
And that would be it.
How much bananas did he have in storage?
In this one
Well, you had
cave,
a
and
whole-
you would fight. This enemy is literally. In
I
a-
stole all your bananas in one go.
Apparently that game was an elaborate metaphor for U.S. imperialism and like.
Clearly, Nintendo was ahead of its time.
I was like watching. I was like, this makes sense, but it can't. It's Donkey Kong. It can't be.
No.
it's not possible.
No.
or maybe
but-
like God, it is a hard question. Think about it. But
is
if
hard.
not Donkey Kong, there's
Well,
another one.
The best character is Stinko Man from Stinko Man 20x6 at the beginning, where he says, "I will punch a punch," and then he punches the guy. That's the. It's a Homestar Runner
Kill a
game.
seven guy
though.
because he's 7 people. There you go.
Seven-
Oh my God! It might be Killer
Beautiful.
7 guy. He
Killer
can't
7
go
guy.
wrong. Oh God, Harmon Smith. No, what's his name?
Before.
Garcian Smith.
Garcia Smith.
Garcia
Garcian
Smith?
Smith. I think that's his name. God.
That's one of the 7.
Let me not even start. The Gimp.
Well, mine was like Travis Touchdown for a while. But
Touchdown.
then I realized, like, you know,
Travis Touchdown.
he's just kind of a dick.
He's just yeah.
He-
yeah,
is,
he's just
like,
generically a dick.
No.
And I thought like he was like the underdog. I'm like, yeah. And then after I play the game over and over again, I'm like, nah, he's just a dick.
I've done some extensive analysis, and my conclusion is that
His
he's
brother
just-
might be cooler
I
than
think,
him, but
to be honest, like, I was going to say it might be, I think, sorry if I'm wrong, Fate from Star Ocean Till the End of Time, Star Ocean 3.
Blood Ocean.
No.
no.
Because
Blood in the water.
it was the game, I love, the combat was pretty cool. It was just an RPG from Square Enix where you fight people, blah, blah. You're in a universe, you're driving around this galaxy to stop something. But 3/4 of the way through,
Oh, yeah.
huge spoilers for a game that came out in 2005 that none of you care for.
Cover your
Cover
way.
your
You
leads.
find out that you guys were a video game. The entire time you were a video game of this like futuristic society.
Wow.
Something happened in the video game. This is where video game logic comes in. That allowed you to leave the video game to go into the real world. So when that happened,
I'm trying so hard not to say Sword Art Online, but keep going.
no, it's
No,
weird.
no, no,
So
no.
this was way before Sword Art Online.
Yeah,
way
yeah.
before.
Way before, but that's weird.
So they come out
And
into the
Dot
real
Hack,
world.
right? Before Dot Hack?
No, Dot Hack. You went into the game.
No, was this made before Dot Hack?
No, this is after.
During.
Wait.
Is it?
This was,
After.
I think, around GU.
Yeah.
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 But
Huh.
it was after Dot Hack, the
Alright.
first
Yeah.
3 or 4.
Yeah, but he's like
But
one.
you go from the game into the real world, and then now you're fighting. like all the civilians are like, wait, you're from that game I played. What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. You need to get back or whatever. They're like, why are we here? Something brought us here. And then now you're in the real universe looking for what the hell is going on that's causing you to come here and what's causing problems for both worlds or whatever. And then you fight.
It's
you end
EA
up,
game.
it's so meta. But I think my favorite, to not go so obscure, would be Nathan Drake.
Nathan
Why
Drake.
the fuck not?
Yeah.
He's really
Huh.
He's cool.
He's really going
Well,
from
aside from that,
no,
saying he's cool though.
okay.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what's the reason? If not, he always has a snarky
Before-
one-liner.
He's
It's like,
a true underdog. Though.
Before what's his name?
No, he's a naughty
The voice
dog.
actor?
Well,
oh, you mean Nolan North?
Before Nolan North
Okay,
was
Nolan
known and
Yeah.
fucking Nathan Drake became Nolan North. Before that, Assassin's Creed, Uncharted 1 and 2, I'm talking about in particular, he was amazing. I loved how no matter what situation he'd be in, not that he would make a joke out of it because he would see that he would still, you know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna die, but he would have fun with it. I did love that. There was especially like the first scene from the first Uncharted, no less. Immediately fell in love with him, and the fact that they could do exactly. You have one scene, the game just started, and you already love this guy.
Yeah.
He's in a boat with the recorder girl,
Yeah.
and then she's like, "Hey, are those your friends coming over?" It's
No.
like, "Hey," it's like, "No, those
Those
are
are
pirates."
Those are pirates.
He's like, "Oh, you mean like the our Shiver Me Timbers?" He's like, "No,
No.
like the kind that put you in a Panoramanian jail."
Yeah.
It's like, "What's?" They're like, "Is that a bad thing?" He's like, "Clearly, you've never been in a Panoramanian jail." Like, you know how to use these? Hands are guns. He's like, "Yeah." You just point and shoot, right? He's like,
Yeah.
It's like perfect guy immediately.
Yeah.
Like I love his attitude.
Yeah.
Out of all the archaeologists,
Yeah, like
game characters.
Granted, you only
Wow,
got like
you only
Lara
got-
Croft and stuff.
you only got
It was
Lara
this guy like, hey, you stole my treasure.
Well, he's kind of almost like Indiana Jones at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah,
He's
that
like
was-
young indie,
That was
Yeah.
definitely
Young
the
Andy.
intention.
but he doesn't get old.
No.
And he's,
He doesn't
he's
get
like
old.
young indie, but he doesn't get old.
Yeah.
He's like a young Harrison Ford.
You don't meet his
Indiana
kids.
Jones.
Yeah.
It was really fun, and he just and the punchlines just kept. You know, they were never even cheesy. Like you're like, hey,
Yeah, they were not cheesy at all.
they were not cheesy.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
voice acting was the voice whatever, but he was it was a really fleshed out character.
Mm.
3, I love how they made you see things from like how he was a kid growing up. He was born and raised a thief, met Sully, and then Sully helped him work on his trade even more. Yeah, I think that would probably be it. Because I didn't even like Uncharted 3 all too much, but I enjoyed it so much because of Nathan Drake. If it was anyone else a game, I'd probably not even look at it.
Yeah. Well, if we're talking about character development, what was it Lost Odyssey with Kaim? The main
I don't
character.
remember who
The main the guy you first start out with.
Yeah.
Like you're thrown into this big battlefield. He's just there, and you're like, "Oh, what's going
Lost
on?"
Odyssey. I heard
Yeah.
Lost Planet. I'm
Lost
like,
Island,
who the
no,
fuck
Lost
is the
Odyssey.
guy with the gun?
Because I started playing this game not knowing anything about it.
Yeah.
So like I jump right into this guy, and he's just like does nothing. He's stale. He's born like I'm gonna hate this guy. Play the game. He starts opening up, and he starts like has feelings, and you start like supporting the guy, even though he's immortal.
Yeah.
And then you feel all the immortals' pains. Like, yo, it sucks being immortal,
Yeah.
living through all this crap.
Mhm.
And cause there's moments where he felt like, I don't want to be immortal, just kill me now.
Yeah.
Then you're like, no, just keep fighting, man.
Because he'll just be
Yeah.
dead for 3 turns and come back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
and then
No, go on.
and then near the end, it's like, how the hell do you kill an immortal? And then I'm allowed to spoil this, right?
No, don't spoil it. I still,
That
How old-
game came
how
out
old
a
is the
long
game?
time
I
ago.
still have the game, but
You still have it,
I
but
can't
you never
spoil
played
the
it.
Can't
games.
spoil it. You can spoil unless
Metal
IO has
Gear
it.
Solid 5-4 for me.
Yeah. Now I'll never play it.
I
I
didn't
didn't
play-
spoil 4. He's been liquid since 2.
No, about microwave
spoilers.
ovens
It was
and,
Act 4.
and the mother. I didn't get that far.
Who's the-
What are you talking about? I talked about this weeks ago. He talked about
All right,
that.
so I won't
Kevin, did you
spoil
know?
it.
Yeah.
Kevin, did you know Samus is a girl?
No.
Friggin' spoilers.
No.
for-
Did you know that Link isn't Zelda?
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
I love that joke.
You take that back right
Yeah.
now. Zelda gets in her green dress and just wait. Shit.
I mean, go ahead if you have to.
No, I don't have. Oh no, it's good.
Do what you want to do, man.
See, it's
Well,
your
no,
character.
you won't. If I explain it, how do you kill? Like, the main enemy is an immortal
the
too.
immortal.
So immortals versus immortals. How do you kill an immortal?
Is this
Well,
Highlander
you
style?
Find out that you're not, as you explained, this world is not your world.
Yeah.
So it's like you're immortal here, but you're not immortal over there, so you gotta make the sacrifice. And obviously the chick pirate ends up making the sacrifice, and it's just like at the end, it's like this game
this game
was really
from
cool.
the beginning to end. It's like
Shout out. So
yeah.
they did have a nice, probably my favorite quest, and probably not. Well, definitely one of my most favorable moments of this generation, whereas you had to play as two little kids whose mother just died, and you had to do a funeral.
Yeah.
And it was a very slow fucking process of finding the memorials,
Yeah,
getting
flowers.
the townspeople together, lighting fires,
Yeah.
getting the body prepped to throw into the ocean. It was very long. It took time. There were
Yeah,
tears.
and at that moment,
Like,
Kaim was like, "I've seen this billions of times already," and
Yeah,
it's
it's like-
making him depressed.
yeah, it's but you were playing as the kids, I believe. Like it was.
Yeah.
It sucked. It was really good. Really, really, really good.
So
And then you had the joke mage guy and the huge tits person. Yeah, and then just got all generic at that point.
The
With the
huge
characters.
tits person.
Japanese.
Yeah.
So Internet Explorer anime.
Doctor that.
yeah.
So yeah, there's a darker black.
Yeah. Chinese boobs.
There's literally a chick. Her.
Is there a Chinese John Madden?
Oh.
There should be. If there's any justice in this world, there will be.
It should be.
You saw Japanese.
John Madden?
No, what's his name? Japanese. Bruce Willis.
Sorry, what?
He is a guy. Japanese Bruce Willis is a guy.
Who would that be?
I don't know. It's Japanese Bruce Willis. He goes out on TV shows as Japanese Bruce Willis. He looks exactly like the guy from Die Hard.
Bruce Willis.
I forget what his name is. Damn it. He looks like Carl. Not Carl. I wanted to make a joke there. I messed that up. Never mind.
Carl from
okay,
Aqua Teen
so-
Hunger Force, Carl
no,
Weezer.
Carl from Carl Winslow,
Carl Winslow.
who was in.
Yeah, gotcha.
All right.
I'm gonna go Carl Weezer. Just
Who is Carl Weezer?
Jimmy Neutron. It's Carl.
God. The fat guy.
Croissant.
Look at this
Are you
kid.
gonna eat your croissant?
Adam can't die. He's dying. He's really dying.
Yeah.
Or fucking Jimmy Neutron.
Down the
I
inside.
just hated it because his hair had that fucking swirl in it. I just hated that swirl. I hated
Like,
it so
where
much.
did you get that from? Which parent?
And then the teacher,
His parents have like the straightest hair, and it's just like.
and then the teacher had
Chocolate
a.
swirl.
She was a crow. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. The joke. She's a bird. I don't. What? That,
Sorry,
and,
not
oh,
murder. I meant to say operating a zeppelin or without a
Oh my
license.
god, I hated that. And then Doug, if you tell me this, I'll tell you why that. And it never made sense to me as a kid. His dad, like, you remember his dad would always have an anecdote for every
Who's
stupid
Doug?
fucking thing.
Doug,
funny.
the show does.
Oh, the show does. I was like, we just jumped.
Like,
from
Dad, I think my
I
friend's
didn't watch too much.
my friend's bullying me. He's like, well, if you show me a bully, I show you a monkey with no pants. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about? His dad was so weird. I never got it.
Man,
I never got it. Oh.
useless adults in
funny
cartoons.
thing.
huh?
It does it every
It's a
single-
funny family thing.
And then the
That's
principal,
the last time
they
it's
had this
funny.
other joke. He had a principal of his middle school, but his name was Principal Butt Savage. And you never saw him.
Oh.
You just respected him. And then in the last episode, they go to his office and they turn his chair around. It's empty. It's just this name tag of Principal Butt Savage.
Oh, that's a twist.
Principal Butt Savage.
I guess you
You would
couldn't
never
really,
be able to.
yeah, you couldn't really draw something that would live up to that.
So let's just not. Wow.
Is it over? Are you guys finished?
No.
Never
All right.
finished with Doug.
So internet, so please write down or feel free to comment on our Ustream and our YouTube and YouTube/NGIT Gamers channel.
If you
About
can
this
find
video.
the comment box.
Oh my God! If you can, Jesus, if you can please just fucking mail us your answer.
I have to find the video. It was. Have you seen it? It's
He posted it's like a 2-minute video. of
Yeah,
how to
you saw it. I was just saying. It's the
Oh, yeah.
stupidest thing. Obviously, it's not like real, but
Oh yeah, I got one more answer from
The
Jed
streamlined
about
process.
last week's question on the worst game ever.
What?
Final Fantasy 13.
Oh, well, that is a good one.
Alright.
13 is the avid FF dude here. 13
Advent children.
13 hurt, man.
It really does.
13 hurt, aside from you getting punched in the face by lightning a million times over,
Which is nice.
which was an awesome scene.
Yeah.
That game sucked until you hit
Ground Pulse.
Grand Pulse.
Yeah.
Well,
Which
even
wasn't
though
until
the
20.
characters were all annoying.
No, the black guy was awesome.
Black guy was, yeah, 'cause-
Black guy was-
Until
the
wait, he
last-
was annoying until you got to like there
Yes.
and you found
yeah,
out about
but
it.
like,
Yeah.
name the last black guy that was in Final Fantasy.
Barrett.
Barrett.
How many games ago?
Wait, no. Was there a black guy in 12?
No.
Is
We
there
didn't have a
black
black
guy
guy
in
at 12.
11?
Yeah, unless you're
Yes,
talking about the
doesn't
girl with the bunny ears, then
That's
no.
Kamari.
Then no. No.
Yeah, I guess so. I
Just-
guess.
Yeah,
Just
so
no.
like I felt like they just literally had to throw that.
The
Like
black
we
guy
haven't
always
had
have
a
a
black
gun.
guy. He has an afro. He has a chicken in the thing. He rolls to gun. He
Oh,
was
God.
pilot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that was. You put my son here. That was
Yeah.
such a good scene.
It was pretty nice.
I hated that other girl though. This is
Oh,
the reason
but
why
Vanilla
I
or
haven't
Fang?
gotten.
Vanilla
No,
or Fang?
Fang was way too tomboyish. Way too tomboyish. But Vanille.
The
Vanille.
voice section.
Oh, God, I hate. This is the reason why I couldn't get all the trophies because you needed her for death.
Yeah.
And I refused to
Like,
use it. It sounds like Lemongrab having a period. It's really bad. It's really, really gyrating. And then
Yeah.
Hope. And his name is Hope, and all he does is pout and say it's useless. His mother died at the beginning. I understand that, but the entire game he would not let go of this.
Well,
Wouldn't
until you
let
get
go.
to,
Until you almost let the guy die, and he's like, "No, I gotta save you."
This guy's character trait, he's sticking to it. Damn it.
They have one trait, and it doesn't end until you get to Grand Post, where the game opens up and says, "Oh, by the way, you can make a party." now."
yeah,
You
that
can
was,
do some things,
yeah,
yeah.
I think that was,
It was really.
Yeah.
I understand.
And then
Yeah,
the
I
post
understand.
game was literally that. That's fine.
Yeah, that was it.
You're
Yeah.
stuck in here forever.
Once you got there, it's like you had like 2 more missions, and the game was over, and you could go back to that world and continue stuff.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Because that's so you can now do your side missions.
That game sucked. And
Yeah,
then
it was pretty bad.
it's because of 13. I still have yet to beat 13 too. I just can't. Plus that and the stupid time. Ugh.
Well, I hate the characters 13 too.
13. No.
I didn't hate it. I mean, one.
I don't get the guy. His pants piss me off. It's like MC Hammer in the future. I don't get it.
No.
Your sword is a sword and a sword. I don't get it. What?
No, it's
It's a sword with a sheath in it that has another sword in it.
Then they had the
into a spear.
They have a mogul that turns into a
the
bow.
antagonist
A
who's
bow
voiced
and a
by
Oh, that guy. Bioshock Infinite.
Tony Hawk.
Who?
no I
Yeah, it's
I no I'm trying to remember his name.
Who?
It's not
It's the guy who
Nolan
voices
North. It's the other guy.
Oh,
Lost-
Troy Baker.
Troy Baker.
Troy Baker. Because every
Yeah.
time he talked, I'm like, I keep thinking of anime. I'm watching an anime. I'm like, his character, just his voice and character were just
It took me a while to
It's
find out too
separable.
that like
Yeah,
Bleach.
Ukitake.
And,
He does Ukitake's voice.
he does.
he does somebody else's.
Gara.
No, he's
He
Dante.
does Gara.
He does
Gara.
Gara.
He does Ukitake.
He
He
does
does Dante.
Yeah, he's
He
Devil
does
May
He
Cry
does
4.
Booker DeWitt.
It's like wait.
He
He
does.
was the
Joe.
Red Power
He
Ranger
does
too. He
Ashura.
was the Red Power Ranger.
He does everything.
No, wait, he was in Ashura?
He was
No,
awesome.
no,
No, that was
That was
another
Troy
guy.
Baker.
No, Ashura is not Troy Baker.
That was Troy Baker.
No, it wasn't.
I thought it was.
I'm
No,
pretty sure that was Troy Baker.
no, that
I'm
was
pretty
somebody else.
But he sounds exactly like no.
No, he
I
kidding
swear
me?
it was.
Dang it,
No.
load up the Power Rangers scene
He
where they
sounds-
play at the rollerblades.
Everybody get out your rollerblades. We're going to parachute. Power Rangers 1993.
1993, you see.
Saban, God. Why Saba Blade? Well, while he's trying to look up this
You
ridiculous.
won't find it on this page.
Okay, fine.
Well, anyway, guys, thank you, Jed, for responding on our Ustream
He's
page.
gonna find a billion.
So again, the question of the week: what's your favorite game character? Please write.
Ashura, he's not on there. He's not on there, damn it. He's not down here.
Down.
He's not down here either. He's not
Are
Ashura.
you serious?
He's not
Who
Ashura.
does Asura then?
It wasn't him. If you play 13 too,
It just says not
and
Troy
you've seen
Baker.
Caius, you should have recognized his voice right there. That was the guy who played Ashura.
I never played these games. I don't know
Troy
what you're
Baker
talking
doesn't do
about.
that?
Huh?
Troy Baker does.
No!
Oh, it says Final Fantasy 13 too, right there. He does snow.
He is not Snow. He is Snow.
He's
in,
Snow.
In the
He
13
does
series.
Snow.
Yeah.
What
They're all the
is
same
Snow?
person.
No, give me the guy who does the voice for him.
Well, alright.
Yeah.
If you
If it's so,
so.
is there anything you guys would like to talk
What?
about?
No, so everybody again before
Kai's
they
ballad.
jump into something else.
Wow.
Something else.
Yeah.
Let's look at Google.
Google.
Please go to our Ustream channel. Feel free to answer again the question of the week: what's your favorite game character? So we can go and talk about it next week. Next week's podcast, we're not sure if it'll be done on Friday, most likely not, or Sunday, as Saturday.
That's it.
Liam O'Brien. Fuck. That's him. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's the name.
Yeah,
Willem
I know.
Dafoe.
We will be
What does he do?
Combat basketball.
Yeah, he does that. Go to the anime.
Do this announcement.
You'll never. It's never
You
gonna
won't let
happen.
me.
Just let the Sora wash over you.
I'm sorry. What is
Thank you. Next week, Saturday, NGIT Game Club and yours truly will be hosting the 5th Hype It Up tournament at NGIT in the atrium. It will be starting at 12 and
that's
ending
what I
at
say.
10. Shut the fuck up! Thank you.
Language.
Starting at 12 and ending at 10.
Want your profanity.
Probably. And it's free to enter, regardless of you being an NGIT student or not. And there
Yeah.
will be prizes for the first, second, and third in most games. Of those, we will have
For a second. Third, yeah.
Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh!, both the trading card games, Pokemon X and Y, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition version 2012. Thank you for the long name, Capcom.
You know what?
Super
Deluxe
Smash Brothers
Ultra.
Brawl, Call of Duty Ghosts, and
Nintendo.
I was always going to say that too. What else am I missing?
Naruto.
Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm
Mario
Full Burst,
Kart.
Mario Kart Wii, and
Your
FIFA
FIFA.
14. I'm going to try to do the FIFA, no promises
Try
there.
it.
But again, first, second, and third, prizes for each. Should be Visa gift cards. It will be 12 to 10, Campus Center, Atrium. As soon as you come into the Campus Center, you can't miss it. First floor, class enclosure. Please come in, bring friends, have fun. But because of this tournament on Saturday, we will not be able to host a podcast. So we'll either try to do it before or after. Plus, I doubt most of you will care. You'll have your PS4s anyway.
Possibly, yeah.
Which sucks because we would all be able to just do the Ustream over the PS4s.
You can actually, but
I'll be the only one with one unless you guys somehow manage to find one.
that'll be a miracle. Right there.
Double chew. Okay, so please go to the Ustream channel and post the answer to the question of the week. Or find us on YouTube, youtube.com/NGITgamers, and please post your response on that page. Likewise, you can go to our Facebook page, facebook.com, just search, why did I say that? And search NGC or NGIT Game Club and send us a request so we can add you to the group. So you'll find out more about our events. Most are usually free, so it is fun. And answer the question there. So I really, every time I finish that, I'm going to say for Brett Adams and then just do the whole.
Nope.
I'm running styles. I'm like, I'm so close. I don't want to do it.
Nope. Nope.
So for Brett Adams and Ryan Styles and everybody, I'm saying good night, good night, good
And
night.
that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Does anybody know the green peas joke from the 90s?
Green peas.
Green peas.
Greenpeace.
Nobody
No,
gets that.
I've heard of it. I
It's
don't
the
know
long,
the joke.
the guy who voiced Unicron, Transformers 1986.
Baldur and Nerd.
Go
on.
Have to do with any. Never mind. It's a very, because it would the guy. All right, so Pinky and the Brain, Pinky,
Right.
The guy who, in real life, sounds like Pinky does. Pinky's character is based off of that guy in real life,
Okay.
the famous author with the voice.
No chump. I
Never
have no
mind.
freaking idea.
Never mind. I'll show you.
He's a
later.
guy, I'm sure.
Yeah,
John
'cause
Madden.
John Madden.
Madden.
Oh God, Daniel.
Yes.
Before you do Moonbase Alpha, before you do that, hold on. Go back to the other page. Let's end this before this gets stupid.
Okay.
So for everybody
Before?
here, I'd like to give everybody a good shout out. Hope you don't get sick like I did. If you do, I hope
we're
you
all
get off
sick
it
now.
really
Probably
quick.
gonna jump there.
I didn't want to be here. It's this dumbass who wanted me to come here today. So if you all are sick, I will laugh.
Yeah, you can't see.
I was actually willing to wait for you,
To
but
steal a line from Star Trek, I
Never
will
mind.
laugh over your cold corpses. That was really deep. You didn't see the newest?
Oh,
In the
oh,
Darkness?
It's the darkness.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I did see
hear
that.
I hear that so much.
That was a really good thing. It's like,
No.
it's like, all right, so
con
you
felt-
really want to go back and forth? Then let's have fun. Well, we'll just shoot you with what weapons? Keep going. It's like, we'll divert our powers from shields and then I will destroy you. He's like, well, we'll just blow you up. He's like, well, my people don't need oxygen. Yours do. And I will crawl over your cold corpses and retrieve my crew.
Yeah,
You
I
have
remember-
1
I remember
minute.
that
I was like,
line.
yo, that line was mad hot. I was like,
Yeah,
yo,
I remember that.
the movie sucks, but Jesus, that guy is a good villain.
Yeah, he's a good villain, but I still hear what happened at the end.
Actually, if you rewatch it, everybody who hates that has a good point. Where they're like, the scene with the tribble, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
If you really watch the movie, they're really having a discussion about why do you want to kill us, and out of nowhere, he's like, Bones, what do you know of that dribble? And they literally go from this, I'm going to kill you. Oh, wait, I'm just injecting blood into it. Like,
they just shoot.
I thought everybody was just doing fun or having fun with it, but no, it's really.
That dribble.
What do you do with that? Anyway.
So we can wrap it out here.
Yeah, so everybody, Star Wars. Have fun. Hope to see you on the next episode. If not, I hope to see you on the PS4 because no Xbox.
Right. So, and stream.